two amazing upline there. Deepening.
I'm beautiful by choice.
Guys.
Do
you want the mic? No,
The black one, the black one, the black one, black one. Oh, the black one, one.
Black, this one?
Black and blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yellow, black and yellow.
Why? You want to make it so why it's like that?
Oh no, the Stella want to do the meeting outside.
Stop.
Everything to the park. We do the network marketing seminar there.
Anyway, so today we just have the small gathering, so don't have to be serious, you know. Why?
Yes.
We can everything, you know. So here's the thing. I hope that some the people you try to understand because we're going to speak in English, right? You know, but later on you still really need to understand to know how to go now and do the work, you know, especially for the new people like Trúc and Thương, you know, yeah, not just only you guys, but you know, I just want to repeat a little bit before we jump into the training, okay? So here's the thing. Did you guys remember the audio that Phil sent on the chat yesterday?
The one that talk about mentorship, right?
The networking tip.
Uh,
Networking tip. Did anyone listen to the audio?
50 seconds?
Yeah.
yeah. They talk about like the mention about mentorship.
Financial.
Yeah.
Audio. No, the audio message.
Oh, the 4 minute. The 4 minute.
Yeah,
one, right?
the 4 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys listen to it?
I like it's not enough.
Who did raise hand? Okay, I'm gonna turn it on again.
You want me to play it? I have it.
Shout out to everybody who's coming out there networking every day. You are getting closer to your freedom. I just want to leave you with a quick message. See, our goal to go out is never to get a contact. Our goal to go out, listen carefully to me. Our goal to go out is to get people to a quality MG1. So what is a quality MG1? People coming to the MG1 and they're listening across the table. They know today it's not about how the business works. It's not about how much money you make, but getting to understand each other, getting to build that rapport, that connection. See, so a lot of time you guys are so hung up on getting that contact. But then the thing is, people leave that contact, the point of contact with a lot of skepticism. The trust wasn't there. There's a lot of awkwardness. There's a lot of skepticism wasn't handled on and maybe the way you look, the way you represent, it's just not that spot on. It's not that professional or something like that. Or there's something a little bit odd during the conversation. Okay, so maybe your dress code, maybe your DTM, maybe it just the deepening was so short, and you were right straight to the Masawa, or maybe it's so much of the deepening, but Masawa or business was never mentioned, and people leave the spot and they didn't remember anything about the business or the workshop you mentioned, and all of a sudden when you went home, you can't text a person, or even when you text and they didn't reply, they found it something weird. See, so when you go contacting, I want you to really connect the dots between from the moment you met them to the point that when you text them back or call them back, to the point that you see them on the spot at the appointments. Okay, I want you to think that far, because I've seen a lot of people going out and they're not practice the Masawa naturally or genuinely at them. they just want to give them the contact, so they could just eventually run away from you, and so I just want to act in a way that I'm interested, so then you can leave me alone, not because they're really interested. See, so at the end of the day, the very first step for those of you guys who have never got a contact, just focus on getting the contact. Those of you guys have been getting contacts, the very next step is getting a bookable, MG1 bookable contacts, getting a quality contacts, getting a contact that people know that you have a business and that business is legit and there is a mentorship team. But for those of people who have never got contacts before, not even a contact, then your goal is not to get contacts, but to Masawa. What does that mean? Your goal is to tell as many stories about your business and your leadership to as many people as possible. The goal is to Masawa 5 or 6 people every day. So is that something that people have to overcome that challenge? Not at all. It's like if you have an interest in anime, or you have an interest in badminton or something like that, you have been always telling people about what you're interested in and the story, how you came across that. So this is the same way. There's nothing wrong about it. It's nothing shady, fishy. When you talk about your business, people don't go like, "Oh, are you trying to recruit me?" No, I'm just telling you what I went through, how that changed my life. See, so that's your goal right now. It's a Masawa 5 or 6 people. Those of you guys who already haven't been Masawa, your goal is to get the contact. Those of you guys who have been getting the contacts, focus on getting a contact that is bookable, quality MG1.
Okay, yeah. So if you already know, like going out networking feel already breaking down for us 3 level, which is the one still not comfortable to going out and talking with stranger. And the second level is trauma sawa. Third level is consistency getting contact, like quality result, right? And so far just in NorCal have the one that which is look is the one have consistency result in networking, so he gonna do the special thing right now, which is calling follow up with the candidate right now to book the visit.
Yeah, I want you guys to
Yeah.
know, right? Listen carefully. So basically, after this contact, I usually call them after 2 days, and then I call them up, get to know them, like chit chat a little bit, catch up a little bit, and then ask them if they still looking. And if they do, then we talk briefly about the business, like for them to know, and then after that, they it's similar like LinkedIn contact. Right, it's similar like LinkedIn phone call where you explain about the business, you want the help, and then franchise, and then you book the appointment. So the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to save time at MG1. I don't want to explain much about the business, and people actually had a proper mindset when they come to the MG1. Of course, they don't want. I don't want them to come to MG1 ask a lot about the business. I want to get to know them at the MG1. So like that's my framework for the phone call, right? But like if we're like flexible, like sometimes like if the guy that I already spend good time to talk to them in person, then I wouldn't spend time to talk about the business much. And if the guy that I spend a lot of time to the connection and friendship, like I wouldn't talk much about the business. I would hey like we ride mobile and then we go together, But like some guy who actually major in STEM, engineering, science, like those people they're very skeptical, right? So like I talk a little bit more about the business for them, dazzle them a little bit, and I'll book the appointment to mobile. Okay, now like I'm gonna do one. Yeah, but I'm not even sure if I
So
Hello. Hey, KN.
Yes.
Hey, what up, man?
I'm good.
Um, I'm doing good. Like, how have you been?
Yeah, I'm studying
Oh, you,
for
oh,
exam.
really? Wait, I thought the
Yeah.
midterm like already over. Oh yeah, like you're going to the exam, huh? Not San
Yeah,
State.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, I took the course.
Okay, and then like, is this like quarter system?
Oh, it's a quarter system.
Okay, and then like when you're gonna have exam next week?
Yes, next week. It's so
Yeah.
close.
And then like, how many exams do you have?
Just 3.
Just three?
Yeah.
Man, you sound very sad. Like when you say three exams.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm not sure if you have 5 minutes to talk.
Yes, I'm free to talk.
Okay, for sure. So the reason why I'm calling is because I got a good news from my mentor, and then he actually are looking for talent people right now. But he asked me a lot of questions, but I don't know much about you. So,
Yeah.
so like, I'm just calling you to check up if you're still looking for opportunity right now.
Yeah, I'm looking for.
Okay, and I'm not sure if you know about e-commerce business.
Yeah, I do. Try to do that, but I have no time to do it.
Okay, tell me more about it.
Do you know the real one?
No, I don't.
It's like a course. It's paid course. From Andrew Tate.
Oh, Andrew Tate. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, and then you.
Bought same account and give me that. I have an access to that account.
Oh, they could give you the password.
All the course, yes.
Okay.
And it's e-commerce is one of their courses.
Right. And then how long have you been studying that?
No, I haven't studied yet. I just started trading in forex.
Okay.
Yeah, not at e-commerce right now, but I'm planning to do that. I will give some time for it.
Okay, look, what stopped you from having time for that?
For like 24 hours for a week. I have to study for some research paper.
Really?
So yeah.
And then
I'm so uncomfortable with my transportation. Like I just have to ride 1 hour.
Really?
1 hour to get to the other college from my home.
damn. And then using park, like, it's just tough, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'm living in San Jose because of the rent is so cheap.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
I see. But from South Bay to the answer, like a lot of traffic in the morning.
Yeah. It's kind of like long for 1 hour and a half minutes.
Yeah, like if you get in traffic, then it's gonna be like nightmare. Hey, it seems like you man, like it take a lot of your time to study. I'm like, how much did your friend pay for the course? Hello? 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 What's wrong with the signal? Hello?
I know, it's so funny, I saw it.
Okay, let me call him back. Hello? Hey, like probably the signal. Yeah. Like how much was the course that your friend paid?
For 2,000, for the,
Really?
yeah. And like usually higher than previous amount. It will be like in 2 months. So like I'm gonna say that it was higher. That the quota was higher.
Oh no, I'm asking about the course that your friend paid for Andrew Tate.
Oh, it's just brief. I got an account from my friend.
Okay, but
Yeah.
your friend had to pay, right?
Yes, yeah, yeah. It's like $50 per month.
Per month or like the Patreon membership.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a membership fee.
Gotcha. And I see. So like I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the business what I'm doing, and
Okay.
I don't expect you to understand everything since like you haven't run any business before. And so I'm gonna share with you briefly only. So
Okay.
basically, we actually like a mini Amazon where we drive all the traffic from offline store to online store because these big companies that I partner like Apple, AT&T, Best Buy, Office Depot, they have the need to move everything online, right?
Yeah.
Because like cheaper train, cheaper location, don't have to hire a lot of employee. But what they're afraid is they're afraid to lose out the customer. So that's why we jump in, we help them to drive all the traffic to online through social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. So the bigger the network that we can create, the more that we get back in returns. And the cool thing about our business is that you actually have the potential to create passive income. So how can you create the passive income through e-commerce? So we actually leverage the franchise concept. Like, do you know what's a franchise?
Uh, Sorry, what?
Franchising.
Franchising?
Yeah,
Actually, I don't know about it.
this is alright. You know McDonald?
Yeah.
You know Starbucks?
Yeah. I know
Right.
that.
So it's still the
Oh,
same
Stella.
name, but different owner,
Oh,
right?
I see.
So basically, they're actually a franchisor and franchisee. Franchisor gonna teach franchisee everything that they know in order for them to run a successful McDonald's.
Yeah.
So, but in return, when the franchisee start making money, franchisor gets 6% of royalty, and that's in the passive income. So imagine, guess how many McDonald's around the world right now? 40,000 McDonald's around the world.
Yeah.
And imagine each McDonald's only make like $10 a day. So
Yeah, it will be.
so what's it $10 times 40,000?
Yeah, I understand.
That's it, the power of franchise, passive income. See, and
Yeah.
but the thing is, if my mentor invests 5 years to help you to run a successful business, create passive income, but if you don't do anything, what's the what's the 5 years times zero? That's a zero, right?
Yeah, that's a secret.
So my mentor, like he asked me this question, like how do we know if you're serious or not? Or is it curious?
Yeah.
So that's why he's looking for the people who are actually serious. And how do we know if you are serious or not? That's why we have a selection process to filter the right people to work with. Because we're not gonna work with everybody because we don't know whether they're serious or not, you know. So that's why we have the educational step process to number one, the reason why we have that is to build a trust and friendship. And okay, what do you think? Like, do you think trust play important role when it comes to business? Okay, like, do you think that from what I believe, none of the business can be built without the trust and the friendship. Like, for example, if I run a multi-million-dollar business, if you don't trust me, I don't trust you. Like, do you think we can partner?
Yeah. I can trust you.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it takes time to build trust, right?
Yeah.
And the second reason is we actually slowly educate you about the industry, the business that we have.
Yeah, like e-commerce.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very excited to learn it.
Yeah. So the first step is actually like we maybe grab a cup of coffee together, and then we
Yeah.
get to know more about each other. And then if everything good, then maybe the next time, the next meeting after that, we can talk more about the business. How do it sound for you?
Yeah, I'm very interested in it.
Okay. Like what's your availability?
Um, I will be like for Friday, next Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh yeah, like you have 3 exam, huh?
Yeah. In next week, it will be like and Monday and Thursday.
Monday and Thursday.
Yeah,
Wow.
Tuesday, Wednesday is free. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but like you want to study for your exam, huh?
But I need just for 2 days. Like it will be in 3 days, so it takes like so close to
Mhm.
the exam. Yeah.
Okay, so like usually you have Tuesday and Wednesday to study for Thursday exam.
Yeah.
Like do you want to pick up on Friday?
Yes, we can do it. You mean?
Do you free? Are you free in the afternoon?
Yes, I will be free. Yeah.
Okay. And like do you work right now or not?
Oh no. I'm at a different house.
Okay. But like do you work currently?
Sorry, I will.
Like do you work a job or like you just like go to school full time role?
Yeah. Actually, I'm not very
Oh really? Okay, for
yeah,
sure.
I'm just trying to make some money at the local bank.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm eager to get a degree.
Okay.
Maybe associate degree.
I see. How about Friday, 4 p.m. on Friday?
4 p.m. Yes. Can you send me the location?
Yeah. I'm like, where do you live? You live in San Jose, huh?
Yes. Sunday 1323 Peach Court.
Okay. Like, do you?
Or maybe I can send you the
No,
location.
no, it's okay. Like we can pick somewhere in the middle, and then
Yeah. What should I get?
I live in New Peters. Like, do you want to meet at San Jose State?
Thursday? Yeah, that's fine. That's so close to me. So it will be okay.
Sure. So Friday, 4 p.m.
Yes,
I
right.
found this
4 p.m.
thing. And like, do you know where the student union?
Student Union is my workplace.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
But it's like cafeteria, right?
Yeah. Like somewhere close there.
Yeah. Actually, did you remember the place we met? Like South Sea University.
Yeah.
The place with standing and talking about.
Yeah, it's where near Subway, huh?
It is the site. The student union is the site of our place. Like we are talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like we can meet up right there, and then like probably we find like somewhere to sit down and then talk.
Okay.
Sound good? All
That's
right.
good. That's
For
good.
sure, man. Yeah, like, it's nice talking to you. It's nice talking to you.
Yeah. It's very nice to talk to you.
Yeah. Like good luck with your exam, man.
Yeah. Feel that.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Have a good day.
Take one.
See you around.
I like how you explain the business and then set the posture for it. It's like, hey, this is why we have the selection process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the guy's green light, like very easy. Yeah, and then like his English were not that great. So
What's his background like when you talk to him?
like he retired and then
No, he Miami.
oh no.
Miami.
My
Yeah, same city and country with Pew.
Yeah, he from Susan.
Also, he's the guy that's probably.
Yeah, like one people.
Yeah, they're so low key. That's why they sit in the basketball.
Yeah, it's well, usually I do like that. And like the reason why that you find the guys so green is because how you talk to them and then the way that you talk. And I didn't get to this point after so many days of going out networking. There's some day I get 5 contacts, some day I get like no contact at all after 3 hours of networking. And then sometimes like even after that I go to the mall networking for 1 more hours and then like I didn't get any contact. But like you have the courage to go out there and do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people when they don't see any result, they quickly they change to the team out. Like for example, when they go out there, they're looking to get contact, they don't get any contact. So they quickly like, man, the contact is not for me. So like networking is not for me. Okay, let me go say messages. And then they send a bunch of messages. Nobody responds to them. But and then they man, like, it doesn't work for me. So they go out and do retailing. They sell product. And they make some money. Oh, maybe I'm good with selling. But reality that like maybe like you send message to the wrong market. And maybe you send message with the wrong script. And then maybe when you go out there, you're networking, like maybe that you wasn't prepared with what in the house. Maybe you wasn't confident in what you share. So like, that's why like people they didn't believe in you. But so like do you agree that everything it takes time and effort in order for you to get better? But the cool thing in this business is what? Like if you pass MTQ, official MTQ, like you will know that any business out there requires talent. But in this business, everything that you do in this business, it doesn't require talent. Okay, you talk to people. Okay, what talent? Open your mouth. Right? Okay, you sell a product. Okay, what talent? Open your mouth. Okay, like break the ice. What talent? Open your mouth. So in this business, open your mouth is the most important thing. And that's it, everything that like people they can do. And guess what? Most of you they have that this kind of perfect professionals. They're like, man, like they want to say everything right. But did you know that even if you screw up, the candidate they don't know. They can mess up. Yeah, like, even if you forgot to say something when you're networking, when you forget to share your story or you forgot to talk about your business, the candidate they don't even know. So why do you have to worry about it? But yeah, yeah, like we can like go back. So basically that's one of the example that I usually do phone call, and then like, usually the guy like this, I don't do phone call. I just go out. No, like, I just text them. To, hey, let's grab the mobile. Okay, like if you look at right here. So the guy said that. Put your okay, I'm gonna say on the TV channel.
Can you show it?
Yeah, can you show on the Zoom?
900. I'll try to do that tonight right away.
I'm
If not, yeah, 900.
and like can you give me good quotes?
I could share screen. I want to share.
Yeah, it's a Mohammed. Alright. Okay.
Okay.
So after I got this contact with 4 people, like Katie and Gianna.
Wow.
So the guy said that, hey, like, could you please give me about invitation for the basketball match at 7 p.m. So he asked to come for sport bank, and then I want to discuss more about the opportunity in the business that you told me before. So the guy he already looked at, they already green line. So like usually like that, I don't do the phone call. I just invite out for the mobile and talk more about it. But because like see you guys here, like I just want like to do like example like what you have to see. So like sometimes it's very easy. Like the framework is like what you talk about e-commerce and you talk about franchise. And after the franchise, you do the twist that now if my mentor invest 5 years, you help me to be consistent, if you can do anything. What up? Hello. But if you don't do anything in the next 5 years, What's 6% times 0?
Yeah.
0. So
Mm.
that's why like, do you think he's looking for serious or he looking for cures? So he's looking for serious. So that's why he had a selection process. So that's when you transition to selection process. And after they understand, okay, is everything okay with you? And then you look into MG1. Yeah, but see the guy that he already said, man, I'm eager to love whatever you. Okay, let's go. So that's why I didn't check if like everything resonate with him. He understand everything. It's
Could we look at the conversation you have with him?
yeah, that's all.
Oh, that's all? Oh yeah.
So what is your plan for the when you meet him for boba?
And work at you want like very easy, like how you share last night.
Stick with networking.
Yeah, but like we're gonna go with the networking right now. Okay, I'm gonna share with you like some of the picture or okay, like okay. So like usually I make them shoot me a text with their name. Right? You see, because it's about the way that posture. Right? Because when I get their name, it feels like I'm like I need them. But when they text me with their name, I'm the one who give them the opportunity. So usually I say, hey, it's what I can good. Thanks for helping out with school. In return, I will let you know if I can be good. There's an opportunity here for my mentor. And then like, and usually the people respond me, it's being positive. But the people who don't respond me, end up I try to call them, they don't pick up. So like some of the people right here. Now where's the okay. So like this is another example. That they don't respond. Yeah, like they got them but then when I call them, I text them, they don't respond, which is okay. Like you go to a number. It's not like not everybody made for entrepreneur. And then there was another one right here. Yeah, like this guy. Like I tried to call him, like he didn't pick. No, he pick up, and then like he not looking on the phone. And then there was another guy that I do exactly the same thing. And then he say, appreciate it. Okay, that's good. But then when I call him, like he say, oh, he's not looking. So like sometimes like, you don't even know. Like all you have to do is just go through a number. Yeah, like, it's just like the audio you feel. Like he said that. Like some people they can get the contact, but it's not quality contact. Which is they get the contact, but they couldn't call. Like they couldn't book. So basically, it's just a number. And most of the people nowadays, like they go out there because we saw the excitement from the group chat. Like, oh, I did one contact, two contact. So it's become a trend that everybody wants to go out there just to get the contact. But reality is a number, and the number is something like you couldn't reach out to that person. So we call it a number. It's not contact. A contact is mean a bookable contact, a high quality contact. So, okay, what's it bookable? Bookable contact is the contact where you can book as you want. And the high quality contact is the contact that know exactly what they need to do, which is they're not going to ask you about the business, right? Like you need to do some trust before we talk about the business. Because why? If they're not patient to know about the business, how can they be patient for the no? If they not be patient to learn about passive income to create financial freedom, how can they be patient for like 2 to 5 week process? Right? And then we talk about like people that have the microwave mentality, which is they want everything fast. They want to get make money fast, but they want to get rich slowly. Not in the industry of get rich slow. So you have to know that like, you are doing something. A lot of business out there. A lot of business out there, they want to make money fast, but it's not longevity. But we focus on something like longevity. So Yeah. And how do I get contact with you? Want me to share that?
Yeah, because most of people in here they kind of stuck in the level 1 and 2, which is they don't know how to deepening and when they should masawa, when should drop the masawa. Yes. Talk about that.
Wait to drop and not myself. Okay. Uh, 1 second. Let me confirm it. Next week. See you. Friday.
No, this is the 30th.
March 31st. At 4 p.m. Okay. So usually my framework when I talk to people is I break the ice, right? And after that I talk about school. Like, the reason why is I usually go to school and ask where is the school because I'm checking out the school for my cousin. So I talk about school and how the school and everything. Or like, how do you like school? Is there any club and everything? Okay, like, do you think it's manageable if you go to school and work a job at the same time? So like there are a lot of questions that you can ask to get to know about the candidate. So and after I talk about school, I talk about the major. Or like, what do you study? So after I talk about major, I talk about backup plan. Okay, like what if it doesn't work out?
How you leave this?
Yeah, I'll share with you my framework, and after that I'll go into detail. So I talk about backup plan, and after backup plan, I share my story, and then after that I take away. So that's my framework. I'm not sure if can anybody share the screen and then like write it down. Okay, Katie, can you share the screen like the whiteboard and then you write it down? No, you can type it down. No, you click share
screen.
and then the whiteboard. There you go. Sure. And then you double click and then you type it out. Okay, like that tool. Okay, like that the tool. Now you hit to the text.
Let me share. Show the compound. No, everyone can share.
Okay, like
You cannot? Oh, it's share screen. Can you security allow everyone share?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so that's the break the ice. So my framework is I talk about school, and then after that thing I talk about major, and then I talk about backup plan, and then so it's very easy, and then the way you transition very smoothly. So when after my school, seeing I'm checking out school for my cousins, and what kind of question do I have? Of course, like I don't want to ask like the irrelevant question. I want to ask the question that I want to know about the candidate. So I would ask, how did you like the school? How long have you been here? Like to know if like the first year, second year, third year, last year. So if they say first year, nice. Like how do you like school? Like what made you want to come here? All right. And then if the second year, nice. Like how do you like everything? Third year, I would be like
Almost graduate.
almost graduate, huh? Like, are you excited? Like to see if like they're excited to work a job or they're depressing right now. Right? And then 4 years, I'm like, nice. Like you have a job lined up or the internship. Like the reason why is I want to ask if last year if they don't have any internship, don't have any job lined up, it means that guy is complacent. They just go with the flow. He's not serious about future. So after I talk about how long they in school, I talk about okay, like like what's in the parking here, like how's in the parking in this school. So if the guy he say that the parking here something, so it's me, he had a car.
Wow. Oh, that's from nice.
Right, like I ask like where you usually park. And then if the guy don't have a car, like I don't park, like I live close here, I bus here. But if the guy parked the car and they had a car, it's mean, oh, I usually park right there on 11th Street, all kind of stuff.
Okay.
So to check if they had a car or not. And then after that, then I'll ask, oh, do you think that it's manageable to go to school and work part-time job? If they said, yes, it's manageable because I'm doing that. So it's better the guy going to school and have a job at the same time. Right? So things like that, like I ask, I can be able to get to know them. And then after that, I ask, oh, then what do you study here? So I transition to major. I transition to major. And then after they say like whatever major that they say, this is how I relate with them. Oh really? That's what my first option, that's what? Like that's what my first major that I studied. Yeah, whatever major. I always say that. And then after that I say what? But then I changed to aerospace engineering, which is your major right now. Okay, like for example, if you major in business, but somebody say like mechanical engineer, I say that's one of my first major as well. But then I changed to business. And then if they study business, oh, that's one of my first major as well. But I changed to aerospace engineering. So usually they say,
Why?
how do you want to, okay, like why did you change your major? That's the way what? Throwing ugly fact. Okay, you throwing ugly fact. You say that, anyway, did you know that like if everybody go to school, we're gonna get a job. And then reason why I changed my major, it doesn't make much. Did you know that? That we know like engineering make a lot of money, but reality, after 10, 20 years working for the company, that's when you can claim up to that income. But did you know what's in the entry level? Like the guy that I did entry one today, he majored in mechanical engineering. I told him, it's one of my first major, but then I changed to aerospace engineering. That's why. Did you know that the entry level for mechanical engineering is so much? 40 to 50K. And if you live in the Bay Area, how can you be able to survive? So like throwing whatever ugly fact you have to collect. So where can you collect the ugly facts?
Workplace.
Right? Now you go to work and you pay attention more. Right? And then after that, then I'll ask, hey, what's your plan after you graduate? Like I asked for their plan after you graduate. They speak always just like try to graduate, hopefully get a good job. If not a job, then I'll look for internship. So usually people they say that. And that's the way you catch the word internship. And then you say, dang, it's crazy nowadays. That you have to look for internship after you graduate because it's hard to find a job. But back then, internship is very easy to find. The internship is only happen when you're in school, but not after you graduate. Like why would you have to look for internship when you have a degree? You should look for a job, right? But nowadays, most people they couldn't find a job, so that's why they had to look for internship even after they had the degree. So you throw in more ugly fact. And then after that, now you change it into backup plan. And then you ask the key question. Hey, look, what if it doesn't work out? Do you have any backup plans? What if it doesn't work out? Do you have any backup plan? And then they usually, I don't know. That's the only thing that I know so far. And then that's the way that one. More ugly fact is, dang, that's crazy, right? That a lot of people they tell us to go out there with a lot of saving, but nobody tell us to have backup plan when you come in life. All right? And then guess what? People, yeah, I agree. And then I talk about, and we put all the eggs in one basket. But ironically, most of young people like us, we put all our effort into something that we're not sure we can be able to get a job after we graduate. So now the guys like lost, concerned, you're stuck. They feel like, man, I don't want to scare you, I don't want to make you feel stuck. But I went to Capoli Pomona, so now you Masawa.
Okay.
Now you drop the crumbs, right? So I went to California as a aerospace engineering major. I graduated from there, but now I don't own company. So the reason why I don't say business, but I say company is because business, most people they think this is small business, right? But when you say a company, like, what do you think? Big building, all kind of stuff. So you dive with people. So you're gonna get a lot of reaction, but most of them they're gonna be doing reactions. So it's gonna be the same networking video that you share with you guys. Did everybody watch that? Yeah. Okay, the three reaction when you Masawa. So the first reaction, green light, and then yellow light, and and then yellow light, and then red light. So the green light, like, oh wow, like, what's your business? All kind of stuff. The yellow light, yeah, that's good for you. The red light, okay. So the red light, obviously, like you don't want to continue, all right? So the yellow light, how can you handle it? So you keep sharing that. To be honest with you, it's not about what you know, it's all about that's the way you share the whole screen. But green light, you share the white screen. Green light, like what do they ask? They ask, oh, like, what's your business and everything? Then, yeah. But to be honest with you, it's not about what you know, it's all about who you know as well. And then you share about how you meet your mentor. So my story is yeah, like we're looking for opportunity. I feel stuck just like you. Like we okay, like whatever year. So if the second year, man, I went the second year, I feel stuck as well. And then if you're 4 years, man, I work 4 years as well. I feel stuck and then afraid that I couldn't find a job. So we're looking for more. And then that's where I get connected to my friend. Like I get connected to my mentor from a good friend of me, a good friend of mine. So I went to school seminar at UCLI. And then he was a keynote speaker in front of 400 people. I was amazed by his story of how he started his business when he was 20. By the time he turned 22, actually retired. He paused there. And then whatever reaction, that's what exactly my reaction. Okay, that's what exactly my reaction. So like, man, I was skeptical just like you right now. Right, man, yeah, like you say rough or whatever. So you try to relate and connect. That was exactly the same thing. And then after that, but then by the time he turned 24, he actually retired mom. And then you know, that's the same reaction. And then like I was thinking, okay, the yellow line, like, it's well good for you. But I want that. Okay, the green light, man, like I was wouldn't like, what do you do? Like, I want to know, you know. So I went out to seminar. I came up asked a bunch of questions from now from online e-commerce business, right? And then like, do you know about e-commerce? They say yes, no, whatever. And then say, yeah, but then I chase after him, asked, can you be my mentor? So long story short, it took me 3 months to work hard to earn his respect. Finally, it took me in his wing, helped me to run my own business. And thanks to his mentorship, in the next 1 year, I can be able to walk away from my full-time job, bring passive income, and don't have to work for the rest of my life. So like that was Masawa. And for the red light people, yeah, like, let them walk away. But the yellow light and the green light are usually a good one. And after that, what's it going? Wow, good for you. Like, and then this is how I take away, right? Like there are so many different ways that you can take away. And if you listen to Drop the Message by Bill Hawkins, like the way they take away their posture, like, hey, like, are you ambitious? Hey, are you looking? Are you serious? But for young people in school, especially in the Bay Area, they're very complacent. Like, they're very chilling. So you need posture, you know. So I usually lower my posture, see my posture too much, like in the Pasawa already, I'm feeling already, because I for a lot of look at the things to that. But I would say, hey man, like, it was nice conversation with you. I had to go, but like seem like I like your personality. I just want to pay back. Thanks for helping me out with the school. I just want to pay you back. I'm not sure my mentor looking for young talent people to expand his business. But if you're seriously looking, I'll let you know if I hear you do it. And then they'll say, yeah. And then text me your name. Okay, like shoot me your name, text me your name, and then I'll save your phone number. That's how I walk away.
Mm.
And then after I'm done with that, remember you have to deflect. You have to come back to how you break the ice. Because if you break the ice by asking question, asking direction, you have to come back. Right? Oh, so like where do we go from here? Like, I forgot. Like to make it natural. Like you don't want to come off. Like after you get the number, you walk away. It's like you intentionally talk to them at the first place. So you want to make it natural, which you come back to the reason why you break the ice. So maybe if you break the ice by compliment, their shoes, their clothes, then you come back. Or wait, what did you buy it again? I forgot. Or if you ask direction, you come back. Or where the library again? I forgot. So you deflect it back to the beginning. After that, you walk away. So like that's how I get contact very easy, very related, very nothing much. All you have to remember is what story, all right? And then along the way, like, what do you do? That's what exactly my reaction, or that's what my first major to. But then I changed to somewhere else. So it doesn't require you to have a skill, but like you only need to know some ugly fact here and there from different major. So you don't need to know everything about one major, but just to know a little bit of everything. Is everything make sense so far? Any question?
Yes, makes sense.
Not from the after Masawan. That's the qualify. Take away.
Yeah, like that's it. Oh, yeah, you can say that. Hey, like we had good conversion. Just someone pay you back. Uh, I'm not sure my mates were looking for the young talent people, but I'll let you know if they if they want to pay you back. So since they help you out with school, it's no more that you want to pay them back. So it's not weird like you come with a stranger and then you ask if they're looking for this opportunity.
Mm.
So that's how I get in contact with. There's work. Yeah. There is not work. Yeah. Why? Because it's all about number again. But the ratio is always 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So if you get to contact, one book is what you want. So if you have skill set, guess what? 1/3. If you don't have skill set, like maybe 1/4, 1/5, right? But at least it's all about number again. Maybe you couldn't get the yellow light contact, but at least you can find the green light out there. So the thing about green light is you can never say the wrong thing to the green light. You can never say the wrong thing to the right people because it doesn't matter how wrong thing that you say to them. If you say there's an opportunity, like they still go with you. So it doesn't matter how right thing that you say to red light people. They're not looking. They're not looking. So the people looking, like, it doesn't matter how bad you do, like they still looking. So that's my framework. Okay, and most of them they have a problem in what the Masawa, right? Yeah, they don't know how to transition into business. So the way that I transition is what? As the major, backup plan. Hey, what if it doesn't work out? So the way I transition, man, I was stuck just like you, second year. Like this stuff, like insecure about future. But then I was looking for opportunity. Thankfully, I met somebody who had a business. See? So that's how I transition. Very easy. Yeah, like I took some people here to go looking like very easy. Like I did in front of them.
Or sometimes I ask for direction and they told me that they don't know either and I can like look in the Google map. So I usually stuff like
Okay. That's a good common problem. Like I would be like, really? Like your first year here? I assume they don't know. So, your first year? Okay, how do you like this school? I'm here to check out school from a cousin. All right, and then you go back to what? School. Oh, where do you usually park? Nice. Over there, all the easy cheap for the parking permit. But yeah, like it's expensive. Like 400, really? Okay. And then like okay, like as in first year, like how many class like do you think it's best to take as in first year? And then oh yeah, like, I'm taking 18 right now, I'm kind of overwhelmed. I'm like, oh okay, then my cousin should take 12 to 15, right? I'm like, yeah, okay. And then like you think manageable to work and work part time and go to school at the same time? I'm like, yeah, I think it's manageable. It's because I'm taking 15 unit and working part time right now. I'm like, oh really? Okay. Oh, like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, like, I work part time here and there. Nice. Okay. Oh, like, do you join the club or everything? The reason why I'm asking that is to see if whether they outgoing or not. Like, if they're outgoing, they join a club. But like when you have enough experience, you talk to enough a lot of people, you will know whether they introvert or extrovert.
I have a question. Like, you already graduate. That's why you asked about major and then time management, like the time management for school and work. Like it's reasonable because you graduate already, but we are college student and we also have that experience. So it's kind of awkward uh, if we ask that question to me.
Okay, like if you haven't graduated, like is this weird to ask? It's normal
No.
because you don't go here, right? Like you don't go to that school,
Mhm.
right? And then even if you go to that school, you just want to know the reference point.
Because you use the reason that to ask your cousin. So
Right?
you
You're
use,
not asking for yourself.
you use a third person.
And then you share like, oh, like, is it manageable to work and go to school at the same time?
Yeah.
And then if you're still in school, like, after you share, oh yeah, it's manageable. Like, oh yeah, like, I'm actually doing that as well. But I thought that like I'm the only one doing that. But like since you share, I thought it's normal. But like if you don't go to that school, it's like, oh, is it manageable? Is it because I'm going to community college right now? And then I know the university is different. So like there are many ways for you to do it. But for me, like every time that I face a problem, my thinking is how can I find a solution for that? Is it possible? But some people when they face the problem, they think is it impossible? So they give up.
Yeah, like generally.
So your goal is like every time you go out there, of course you're gonna face many problems, many tough questions. But do you go back home, you look for the answer. That's separate from people who have result and people who don't. People who don't have result is because they give up easily. Who have result and they get mad like this can they ask me this question, how can I answer? So they go around, they ask questions, they look for the SMCD, they listen to the recording, they ask their coach. That's why HBH is very crucial. Yes, you go out there, you networking, but how many times you HBH? Just like Stella talked about last Friday. Like each contact should be one HBH. Each NG1 is one HBH. Like the HBH with your coach. So people will be like, oh, I'm afraid to bother my coach. Well, if you don't create the result for so long, you want to quit at that time. You think you would bother your upline more by that time, or you bother your upline by asking how can you do better. So like some people they just want to bother upline when big thing happen. They don't want to bother upline with small thing. But if you don't solve the small problems, they're gonna stack up to the big problem. And when it comes to big problem, it's gonna harder to fix. So don't hesitate to reach out to your coach, your mentor, to ask about the problem you have or any concern. I think it's the Q&A now.
Yeah. We will have a question and answer.
Like you don't, if you go never feel school is more easy, but what if you never feel the small?
Yeah, like what we're doing now.
Or maybe
That's
like
the
at the, on the part. Like
Yeah.
what could become regular in her pocket? I didn't.
Okay. The mall and the park out there actually not level because at the mall they have to do everything quick. With in school, like everything, like you take your time, right? You can sit down, you can take your time and talk about it. So I idealistically, like you have to start everything slowly. Like you want to start everything like a easy game first, which is start from school. But if you want to try out at the mall, I would set the right expectation that at the beginning, I would go to the mall to learn how to break the ice. So I did with me myself 1 week. In that 1 week, I go to the mall, I break the ice. So I don't look at the result. So I want to marry the work ethic and divorce the result. So the first week, my goal is just like break the ice. The second week, my goal is deepening. Okay, maybe how can I do 2 minutes deepening? And then after that, how can I do 5 to 10 minutes deepening? So after deepening, then my next goal is how can I massage at the mall? So like, do I look for to get a contact? No, I'm looking for how many massage can I do? And then after that, then guess what? The 4 weeks, I looking for how can I do the takeaway, right? Like, do I still focus on get contact? No, I focus on the progress. How can I be able to master at each step? Master at deepening, master at masawa, master at what? Takeaway. And then after that, when I master all those steps, now I'm looking for some result. That since I already master all those steps, now I'm looking for, hey, how can I get 2 contact a day? But it can't too much. Okay, let's do 1 contact a day. Okay, like is it okay if you is it okay if you don't get contact? It's totally fine. But if you don't get contact today, you get contact tomorrow. But what if you don't get contact tomorrow? Now you have to look into the number game. Like for example, the deck of card. How many ace in the deck of card? 4. Then how many times you have to flip the card in order for you to find the ace?
52.
40 ace if you are unlucky. Right? If you have bad luck. So which is the last 4 cards are the ace, but you have to flip it 48 cards. But then the last 4 ace are the ace. So your goal is like go through a number to find the ace, not to turn the guy into the ace.
Find a winner, not a
Create a winner.
yeah.
Some people in here, they go out there, they know the guy is not looking. They spend 1 hour doing NG1. Hey, I'm not looking.
Get a winner.
Sometimes, if they're not looking to give up, you go to the next one. Because the one that you are looking for, okay, the one that you are talking to may not be the one that you are looking for. You try to talk to that guy, but the winner is staying behind that guy that you're talking to. So if they're not looking, they're not looking. Okay, you listen to see Dog or Egg by Sugit.
Yes.
Okay, if you hatch an egg, what does it become to? Chicken. If you hatch a rock, what does it become to?
Nothing.
A rock. Like you cannot hatch. Right? So egg, when you hatch them, you give them enough warm temperature, it becomes a chicken, a baby chicken. But a rock, it doesn't matter what you do, it's still a rock. Now, how can you know whether they are rock or egg?
Experience and try.
Experience and try. Yeah, like sometimes like a rock, like they hang, they circle, they trimming to circle like a rock, they paint it the same color like an egg. But then, like, how do you know? You hatch it. Okay, how can you hatch? You ask, are you looking for opportunity? Yeah, I've been looking for the opportunity. I'm focused on school right now. And then you ask, okay, if you have been looking for the opportunity, what did you find so far? Or is it the idea? Or is it the idea that I haven't?
Oh man, I'm so pissed off that top person. It's like, oh, I want to, start this one, I want to start business, later on I want to become this, become that. But right now I just want to focus on school.
Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I don't have time to consider. Think to like.
I think so for that problem. I think for the way that I reflect about, like, is that the problem is coming from the way that we giving the ugly fact it's not strong enough, so that's why they not actually interesting for starting a business. Look,
We talk about destination and vehicle. Then we give them all. So what is your final goal at the very end of the day? Is that because earning the money or you want to have the freedom in time? So we're taking like, oh, so what vehicle you're picking right now? You're still working 9 to 5, right? Is that connected?
Yeah, like for the networking, if you do that, it's like at the session.
but because like I'm not because like when I start like I feel like when I do that it's they don't like it.
Oh, that's why
Usually, look, I'm usually for with giving that like when I'm having that case of like people, I usually giving more update fact and then giving them some proof about what they do, and then like maybe like if they are CS, I'm gonna bring up some Google and then some fact. If they are nursing, I'm gonna bring up some the time and the family that the story that I did. But sometimes like a lot of people they when they listen it, they say like, oh yeah, but the thing is like I think uh, people still need maybe nursing. People still need nursing though. People still need a lot.
Maybe they haven't had life experience there.
For me, the reason why I give out ugly fact is not to put whatever they do down. I don't put whatever they love, whatever they do down. Like for example, they love nursing. Yeah, that's good major. But like, do you know how is the lifestyle of the nurse look like? And like for me, like, I respect them because they help the community, but like, they have to work with 16 hours a day.
So that means we're gonna talk about more about if they already like that nature. So we're gonna talk about like the best thing.
But the question that me ask is like sometimes like people, oh, I'm just focused on school and I don't have time. I would talk about what? Like the thing that I shared earlier.
No.
Okay, let me scroll down. Okay, like something I
The most.
Never put all the eggs in one basket. It's funny that everybody say that we have when you go out there we need to have saving, but nobody tell us to have backup plan when it comes to life. And the funny thing is, most of young people like us, we put our eggs in one basket right now. So if you are smart, if a smart guy like you would want to diversify. You shouldn't give up on your dream, but you should have a backup plan.
Not something securing for you.
And then I say, hey, I know you're confident it's gonna work out, but what if it doesn't work out?
With the economy going up and down.
And then I say, hey, I trust my boss, but I don't trust my company. I trust my boss, but I don't trust the economy. And how can you sure the economic system? Now, it's not like you are like God, president or something. Like even the Biden president, they cannot even control the economy. Like, that's why the inflation going on a lot. So things like that, like when you have problems, that you go back and ask questions. And my number one goal is like for young people nowadays, you don't want to put down the dream. Okay, like the guy that I'm gonna show and teach you on Sunday. He majored in nursing. So I asked him, hey, are you confident? Yeah, because why? Like as a nursing, like you have to get in the program in order for you to get nursing. But a program for nursing is they only take like 40 people per semester. If you don't make it, you only have one more try. So the maximum 2 at 10. After that, you're done. And I'll say, hey, are you confident that you can be able to get into the nursing program? Yeah, I'm confident. That's good for you. Okay. But hey, what if it doesn't work out? And because young people don't know what they're talking about because they don't consider the factor of like everybody is smarter than them. Everybody work harder than them. So they're like, they're not consider, okay, if you pick some people who are actually very confident about it, like that's a red line, it's wrong. It's something wrong. Right? So like you ask them, hey, are you confident about your major? Man, I'm not confident, I'm struggling. Man, how can you be able to graduate, man? And then even if you got to graduate, are you confident you can get a job? I'm like, oh, I'm not confident. Okay, but what's your backup plan? What if it doesn't work out? Man, I won't hire anything like that. any kind of stuff. Yeah, I was just like you, exactly like you, man. I was stuck, and then we're looking for opportunity. And then it's funny that everybody told us we need to have saving when we go out there, but nobody tells us to have backup plan when we come in line. And you know the car that has spare tires. Why is that? Just in case. Yeah. But like you have enough plan just in case. I'm not saying you shouldn't give up, but like just in case, right? And same thing with the health insurance, life insurance. I'm not saying you're gonna die tomorrow, but like you should have insurance. Right? So things like that. Any other question?
So for those people who they said they like business, but then they're busy at the current moments, what usually respond normally you respond to them? If they said they're very super busy, the work, the school, but then they like the business.
And then I'll share with him a story. All of my friends, like I know that some of my friends actually study business. They graduate. Anything about them that they graduate as a 4.0 because they spend a lot of time in school. But then when they graduate, they couldn't look for a job. You know why? And I don't know why. And it's like, okay, now if everybody go to school, who do you think gonna get a job? Okay, the school is the place to test your memorization skill. How can you stand out from other people? If everybody can study and work hard in school, how can you stand out other people? And maybe another approach, but it kind of too much. Right? I usually use this in Q1. Like I usually like you know that a lot of people graduate they couldn't get a job. They say, yeah, that's agree. And then like, do you know why? And it's like, I don't know why. And then they say, okay, let me show you a reason. How many people in your department that graduate each year? So let's say 1,000. Okay, then how many school, university, college in California? A lot. Okay, let's say 20. So how much? Okay, how many for 1,000 times 20?
20,000.
20,000. 20,000 people graduating your major a year in California. We haven't considered the people who are gonna move from different states to California and they want to look for opportunity. We haven't considered the people who actually move from overseas to come over here for America. Now the question here is how many job opening out there? So when I say that, oh sure. Man, like now you say that, now I understand. So and then so like if you're smart, talk about what? Never put our eggs in one basket. I know you're busy, right? But then like smart guy, like yeah, I think that you are smart. You look like a smart guy. You look like a smart girl. And smart people they always diversify. Like they don't put our eggs in one basket. And even after you say that, and they're like, oh, I know, but I mean, it's busy, useful.
So we can.
What think we can do?
Yeah, I really think so.
Oh, more result. I don't think that.
What if they said they haven't choose the nature?
That's amazing.
No.
Good.
That's the best.
Yeah.
I worked like you before.
That's easy.
Man,
That's
I
so
was
easy.
lost, man. What you study, then I was concerned about my future and everything. And then I don't know what I like and everything.
Contract.
And then
Automatic.
that's the way that I share this tip. And I think that most of the AB, they will love this analogy. My mama, my mom always told me, how do you know what's your favorite food when you only try 3 dishes? That's when the concept come out that when you're young, you do things too long, not to earn. So how do you know? Maybe you're better at this. And then the thing about young people is like we have to pick the major that we want to study for the rest of our life when we haven't tried any other things yet. So that's why my mom told me that in order for you to know what's your favorite food, you have to try as many as you can. So And now, do you think when is the best time to try? When you have family or now?
Yeah.
Now, okay. There you go.
And then you have sex?
And there you go. All right.
Okay, that's all.
Có.
Yeah.
Hello,
Where do you
I
think?
have a question.
Wait, after this.
Oh, wait, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, that's all. We you don't get it? Okay, so how can you know what's in your favorite food when you try the food? So it's mean that they should try more things.
Then we then like we don't share your story we can.
No, and then after that, then you share your story.
You can add in some hope like that to education them. You know,
That's
because most of you guys is still very robotic. You only, like think, okay, I'm gonna chop masala, but I have 1,000 masala. It's just the way how you convey the message to them. Yeah, you can start with I will send you two and then have to put the major, or we can start like yeah, just at the end of the day, your purpose is to make them realize something.
they should look for a backup plan. Okay, what's in Masawa? Make someone aware of what available, or make someone aware of who available.
Okay, I get it. Okay, vâng. Last.
I have a question. So when I like DTM, when I network, I find it easier for me to DTM or like talk about the business with someone who studies something similar, either business, administration, finance, or accounting, something along that line. But when they say they study something like completely different, for example, like CS or communication, like I don't know how to like point out for them that the field they study will not like get them to where they want. So how do you like DTM a person who study something else different from like business, or who doesn't even like business?
See, that's one of my first major, but then I changed to aerospace engineering, and then that's why you change. Like whatever major, okay, like for example, comp sci. Okay, like Google lay off recently, Facebook lay off.
Yeah.
Man, I saw that back in because it was trendy, but I was like for example, first year, and it was trendy, high demand at that time. But I know for sure that Google Hunting after I graduate is still in demand, and then like, that's why you see the Google lay off a lot of people right now. Okay, what if they study like communication, healthcare, or like psychology?
Yeah, social work.
Okay, and like I love to get back to community and but like, do you have any side hustle? Because I know it doesn't make a lot. I mean, if you live in the Bay Area, like how can you survive? And then the last time that I read the article, it said that 100K
Is considered poor.
considered as a low income.
That's poor.
Yeah. Okay, well, what if they study engineering? The major they're gonna make a six-figure income, right? Oh, that's exactly. I thought just like you. I thought like after I graduate, I can make six-figure income. But then after I did research, entry level, 40 to 50K. After 5 to 10 years, you can be able to climb up to 100K. Yeah, like you have to know that most of the young people out there, they don't even know what they're talking about. Because if they know, they would be a business already. Like side hustle already. Or if they study one. Nursing. I talk about that. Well, are you confident to get in program? So if they say confident, okay, then I say, okay, like, why nurse make a lot of money? Like, it's not because they get paid high. It's because they get paid from overtime. How can you make a lot of money from overtime? You have to work a lot of overtime. So that's why a nurse, they work 12 to 16 hours a day. And did you know that as a RN, which is registered nurse, as a new registered nurse, you have to work radio shift. woke up with. Okay, what's a graveyard shift? Is it a shift at nighttime? Oh, like that's it. The time that you go to sleep, but they working.
7 p.m. to 7 a.m. You will get heart problems.
The reason why that you guys usually stop when someone they talk about a major you don't know because you care too much about that major. So look, just share with you about the skill set, but the mindset is whatever they study is doesn't matter because everyone in different backgrounds still can join the business. The business is the medicine for life to hope recover life, better life, So it doesn't matter where they are right now. You ask those kinds of questions in the deepening just to know why they become who they are right now. That decision has come from them or it's come from the parent mostly, and you can know that, how they making the decision so forth, So I didn't know much about any major, but I never got stuck. Why? Because every major I'm gonna lead to ugly fact. Nursing, comp sci, engineer, teacher, what else? Anything can just get a degree and get a job. Say, but every job is similar. So why you have to worry about what major they study? Just lead to the ugly fact. Every job is get a degree and 9 to 5 job. Yeah. So of course that you have to collect more some ugly fact, but in general, every ugly fact is similar. What values that we have in here? Time, money, freedom, health, straight, family, based on that, to share with them. Yeah. Back then I have to went through a lot and then I got stuck, and then I know that, I don't got stuck in the career part, but I got stuck when they say, that they think that maybe they could, But then everything we share should be more like, okay, what's gonna happen in the future? Like the future questions. So that's why that I told you guys always have the list of question, the past question, the present question, and the future question. The past question is asking why they making decisions so far. Present question is just build some more relationship, and future question is hope that lead toward conversation. So in the deepening is the hardest part because deepening is lead, to where you want them to think, to be there. Yeah, so it's hard. It's not easy, But that's why that you have to practice a lot. Yeah, you have to practice a lot. And if you look at the note right now again, so far you have to have the ability to connect all the steps together. Break the ice. How you break the matter. Here's the thing. Earlier, someone asked how to go to the mall and get contact, right? It's very simple. I get more contact in the mall in school. If they are young, I just look at them. I break the ice similar, like, just everything, location, their clothes, compliment them, and then ask, hey, are you a student? What school are you going to? I was a student too, but I graduated. And then talk about them. You say, so just break the ice different because depend on location. Say, but deepening and Masawa is the same. Yeah. So don't have to be too complicated, but again, you have to do a lot to realize that that's easy. Yeah. Everyone is gonna just the way that they answer your question is maybe different way, but to be honest, guy, you have to believe in yourself. You are the one that have the backup plan. They don't. You have the whole entire ability backup you. They don't have anyone. Most of 90% of people out there, they don't know what they know or what they should know. But you already know that you want to plan for your future because it's gonna suck. They don't know. Your job is going out and share that message to them. Hey, your life will be like this. Do you want to be like that? If no, How about looking for opportunities? Let's say, and someone, if you already share a bunch of ugly facts and then they still say no, then that's their joy, just walk away. Yeah. So before you study about the skill set, at least you understand the mindset. So you know how to lead the conversation. You cannot lead the conversation without the mindset. You cannot just learn the skill set like, this. Because how can you create another question after they answer you? I ask everyone, how can you create another question when they just already answer your first question? It's not easy. If you don't understand what you're talking about, and how can you create another question? But if you're not the one create another question, you're not the one lead the conversation. The ability to create question, you have to know that what you want to convey the message to them. And then here's the thing, most of young people have the hard time to create the right question. So back then what I did, what I did before to practice to create the right question. Okay.
You went around to listen to other people's comments right down there.
I don't have any example of cooking before.
Online, you Googled it.
Sure, you can go to YouTube how to ask the right question. But it's not gonna depend on the situation much, What else? HBS, yeah.
Recording your.
Back then I was so dumb, I didn't even record it. I take it slow. So anyway, I have to make a lot of stupid questions, but I should aware. I have the awareness to know that's a stupid question. Guys, just keep making the conversation without very awkward. You have unawareness to realize that something wrong in your conversation. If you don't know that's wrong, how you express, you're gonna think that I just make a very good job. Then it's not lit to meet with at all. So it's a lot about practice, and you should aware that you have the HBS. That's why that we promote HBS a lot. If you have the awareness to figure it out by yourself, great. You don't need to HBS, but show me result. But so far none of the knockout can have like the massive result in networking. So how can I learn how to ask the right question? I should remember what question I asked during the conversation and how they reply. And then I go back home. I share that with my coach. I HBS, and they gonna help me to, create another question better. Yeah. And then I wrote it down so many times. You remember the 5 level of conversation. So first step, fourth step, and fifth step is very simple. It's only the script, and then you can just share with them. Like earlier, share. Hey, if you are looking, but I'm not sure that my mentor is looking anything right now. Why don't we keep in touch and never have good news I'm gonna share for you? So that you can remember, go out and do the work. But the second and the third step, you have to practice and write it down a lot of time. Deepening, what I learned, what I did before is I'm gonna write out a question, and then I create that another person that in front of me right now. They're gonna answer me. If yes, how's gonna look like? If no, how's gonna look like? And then if they say yes, okay, what answer I should ask next? If they say no, what answer I should ask next? So that's how I learn. If someone that they study comp sci, right? For example, I'm gonna write, okay, they study comp sci. I ask them, what make you choose comp sci? I decide by myself. Another answer is I decide because of just my parents told me. What you gonna ask next if they answer I decide by myself? And what you gonna ask next if they say parent decide for them? It's a lot of questions you can create, but just because the first step is you should create a situation first. That's how we play role. You know, role play, yeah. So again, see a lot of people don't have result just because you don't self-learn by yourself. You don't have self-learning. You don't try to just learning by yourself. Who teach you to networking? Maybe BSN, maybe audio. Who teach me? Who teach chef? No one. I don't think that you guys. I don't think that we are better than you anything. It's just we spend a lot of time for that. You say. So that's how that even Phil, he already break it down 3 levels for you to very simple for you to understand. But how many hours per week that you're going now and practice the first and the second step? If not, then you cannot. You will have contact. Everyone can have contact. I see it, but who have the contact to book meet and greet? It's very different. Say, one time I went with the IPO. I don't forget. I don't remember who, but then they got a contact, just friendly contact, and then they're happy about that. And I was like, dude, few years ago when I studied networking, I don't even know what is friendship contact. It's only business contact, and business contact. A friendly contact, I don't even count. I don't even get their number just because of friendly. You're not join the business just to get friendly contact. But so many of you so easy to get a contact when you just stop at Masawa or Deepening. You only stop at Deepening, you just have fun with them, and then, oh, hey, can I ask for your Instagram or can I ask for your phone number? They don't have any reason to give you that contact, though. It looks like a scam if you do it. You say, so try your best to trouble someone. Finish 5 level of conversation, even that awkward. Because that's the only way that you can practice the whole 5 level of conversation. You have to do it. And then you go home, you HPH with us. So again, so many of you just stop at the 2nd or the 3rd level only. And I don't think that's gonna work for you. Yeah. So we already give you everything, which is we're gonna have a lot of more networking training. And like today, I see, look, just share with you the whole skill set of every step in 5 level conversation. If you don't want to figure it out, can you just remember going out and do it? You say, just check the whole list this again. Back then, I have to write it down by myself. You say, and you should wondering how come the upline come up with this, but I cannot. Yeah. Yeah. So let's do some play role right now. Yeah.
That's the
I want
language.
to be candidate.
I think that's real.
I want to be candidate. Okay, like we're gonna have 3 different candidates: the green light, the yellow light, and the red light.
Could I be like the people I meet? Yellow light?
The red light. I think let's start with symbol first, like for everyone can finish the 5 level conversation.
Okay.
And then we move to the skeptical candidate later.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
You can finish all 5 level conversation, okay?
Do you want to do one by one or like the partner that you with the group two? Like okay, let's find your partner, like a group of 2, and then take a turn.
How about just 2 persons because we want to listen to them. How about just like 3 couples?
Okay. So Max the IBO and Josh is candidate.
Yeah.
You make it hard, you just
Okay, now let these go.
you just easy one. Is it that you rely?
Okay, wait. Am I green light?
Yes,
You're not
Hey, wait, you don't even know if you're green light or not?
I don't know. Oh yeah. Most people I meet though are like very so yellow light. Oh my god. Is the yellow light?
No.
Con này bỏ luôn. English. Oh.
Oh, English? Okay, okay. How about I choose like green light and then max the ideal.
Okay.
Oh, okay, let's start at the school.
Okay, yeah, we're at SJC.
Okay.
Okay, and you reading a book.
Which that book?
Okay, reach that for that book.
React to the book?
Yeah.
Well, I've never done like that before. Hey man, sorry for bothering you real quick. I'm actually not really too familiar with downtown. You know any good places to eat around here? What kind of food do you live? Oh, something like warm. Yeah. Are you familiar with the area by any chance? Like, yeah. I go around here. So. Oh, really? Yeah. Me and my friends go out to eat. We usually go to like this Vietnamese restaurant. It's like 2 blocks down. How long have you been going to school for? About I'm a freshman, so it's a couple months. Yeah. Oh, so you like English? How you like the school so far? It's nice. It's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Are you new here? I'm actually a 4th year. I'm about to graduate, so I gotta start looking for a job now. Oh shoot! I still don't know places to eat. That is because I actually just walked straight from my house.
No, that's red light.
Oh, you commute, huh?
No, I used to live around here actually. I used to live a few blocks down.
Okay.
I used to walk to school and walk right back. I didn't really do or shop around too much.
Okay, I feel that.
Yeah, but what do you majoring in then?
Now I'm majoring in computer science right now. What about you?
I'm actually in business.
Oh, really?
I actually thought about doing computer science before I came to college, but
Really?
I switched over to business because.
Why is that?
Well, when I started like listening to more stories and talking to people, I found out more about the lifestyle of what computer science was like. That's what kind of put me off from it. I kind of struggled more for business, but I'm curious, what made you want to do computer science?
I mean, like, come on, man. Like, computer science, 100K salary. Like, I just want to get out of college and make some money, like, write some code. I really have fun coding. I've been coding for like 6 years. It's my passion. You know what I'm saying?
I was just like you, to be honest. Like, I was in it for the money mainly, and it was pretty interesting. But then I started thinking more about the lifestyle of what that looked like. Are you familiar with what the lifestyle of computer science and stuff like?
Not too much actually. Like my mom works in IT, but I don't really know too many programmers.
Man, yeah, no. I started hearing news about people getting laid off with the recession. Have you heard about that? Like 10,000 people just got laid off from Google. Crazy.
That's true. Actually, my mom did get laid off.
When I started thinking more about that, I realized I have to do something else. Like computer science is still a good major. I would still like to pay to go do it, but have you thought about any backup plans just in case you get laid off because it's becoming so common now?
Bro, to be honest, like low-key, I've been looking for something because I saw like the 100,000 layoff thing that you're talking about. Man, that was like crazy. Like I know it's my field, it's my passion, but like I don't want to do like the side. So I was thinking of like making my own app or something, like maybe a little website or something of my own on the side because I know coding and that's kind of what I'm into,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What made you gotta think about that more? Like, were you aware of the layoffs, or like was that something you were already looking into, or what made you look into that?
No, it's just like because I was interested in coding, and so I was thinking I could do something on my own, like a side project. But then I want to earn some money on the side too, so making an app, something like that.
It's actually interesting that you mentioned that because I'm running a business on my own, specialized in e-commerce.
Oh, really?
You know what that is?
I mean, I know it's like online shopping. Is that what it is?
Kind of similar, yeah. The whole concept of e-commerce is to create a personalized relationship between the customer and the supplier, so that we're able to create a more personalized relationship.
But, really? Okay.
Yeah, I've been learning from my coaches and my mentor who've been teaching me a little bit more about developing an asset on the side. Because with everything becoming so expensive in the Bay Area, 100K is considered low income. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that. That's crazy.
That's why it started making me think more about I need to do more. I need to find out something else to help me with my job on top of that.
Oh, okay. So what kind of products or what do you do? Like what do you partner with?
Well, the thing is, we just partner with a bunch of variety of stores like Apple, Adidas, Nike.
You partner with Apple?
It's interesting because we're able to. The whole concept of it is just to refer products to customers. So, for example, if I'm wearing Nike shoes or anything,
okay,
and you want to buy a pair,
yeah,
I refer you. I get a commission based off that. The people that I refer you. We all do it on a day-to-day basis for free. How many times have you bought stuff from your friend, or something that your friend referred you?
A lot of times, to be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're doing it for free. You're marketing for other companies for free. But
That's
the whole
true.
concept with e-commerce is we're able to do that, but actually get paid for it.
Oh, is it like affiliate marketing? Like that's one thing I've looked into in the past. Is something like that?
Similar concept, but it's you learn more about yeah, similar concept. You learn how to manage that part of it. But yeah, no. I've been learning from my mentor actually, who was specialized in that field. He was able to retire in 2 years.
What?
Yeah, and after that, he was able to.
He retired.
Yeah,
He retired
yeah.
in 2 years.
He was able to build his asset big enough so that he was able to become financially independent and not have to rely on a job.
Bro, who is this guy? Who's this man? Where can I meet him?
Hey, Phil Lee.
Phil Lee.
Phil Lee. Phones.
Man, can I meet this guy? Man, can I have your number, bro? Like, I'm really about to have your face. Yeah, I was reading an important book actually.
I'm not too sure if he's looking right now, but you know,
why don't we just stay connected? Like, just give me your number. We can stay connected.
Yeah, he's like, I'm free tonight. You should say I'm free tonight. Let's do it both.
It's super dream back. And like usually it doesn't happen like that. And then yeah, like normally like when you see people like that, like those people they don't think, like they're not skeptical.
They don't think. They don't think.
Yeah. Why? Like the reason why, like if it's easy, come easy, go. Right? If they excited like that, so it's what if they're not excited? Right? Like they easy making the decision, they easy be input from other people. So like when I encounter situation like that, I usually, hey, like hold up, man. Yeah, like, I know, like, hey, like we click. I know we click, and then but I'm not sure, right? Like I don't know who you are. You don't know who I'm at. And then I'm not even sure if my mentor looking for any young talent right now. And then I don't want to guarantee anything. But since you are a nice guy, we can keep in touch. If I hear any good news, I'll let you know. And then, okay, beside that, okay, what did you think? Is there any feedback for Max?
One thing, the affiliate marketing part on me, but another thing I did at the end was I asked him initially about word and peace. I didn't finish that. I forgot about it. It just seemed like I came up in the purpose.
Right.
Wasn't after about it.
Okay.
I'd also say too, but when you're asking me the questions, it almost felt like you're interviewing me. But just because I'm sanguine and I want to talk, I continue. But if I didn't want to talk, if I was just interested in my book, I'd be like, I would have just like said a one-word answer or something. I would have not talked to you. Yeah.
Like you didn't share much about yourself.
Yeah. And then like maybe in the house group, like you they get too easily. Like I would have asked, it's like, oh, why do you ask? Are you interested?
You're part of it's really
Okay, anything else? No? Okay, like
Did
no
you
English?
drown the Masawa though?
Not developing an asset, and I mentioned Phil about how he started in 2 years. But
Not really.
I only ever mentioned the mentorship.
Yeah, because you don't mention much about why you went into the business, because for this guy, he just picked the business to the South Core.
And then, yeah, like he wanted to look forward to create some app, make money, things like that. But then he didn't want to look for business, like he just say side hustle. And then another thing is like when I choose seasoning, why he do something I forgot, but they Max ask it again. Right? Yeah. I'm not sure like what did you share, but they Max ask you again that you have to repeat it.
Yeah.
So the point is you have to really listen. But because Max was trying to think what should he say next. That's why he didn't hear the guy. But the whole point of networking is like you have to listen to the guy carefully.
It was slow. It was fast. Like both of you trying to talk.
Then another thing is like when you promote theories, like you promote like a fake Google on social media, right? Like fast scam, you know, like hi 22. Like I wouldn't react with them like that. Like if the guy too positive, but like, yeah. I'm like, what make you surprised? Like, I thought it'd be normal. Right? And like usually the people too excited, I slow down. right? Like, I don't want to be too excited with them. Yes, it means the green light, but at the same time, I don't want to look so shady. They're like, oh yeah, this guy is high 22. And then like, I usually include like I think for one moment, and I turned into a skeptical. So it was like, how is it possible? I thought like you need to graduate work 40 years in order for you to retire at the age of 65. How can this guy doing this? He can save up or something, crack a job, right? Then slowly you're like, okay, see, so like when you meet the green light people, you don't be too excited with them. Yeah. When Max asks about the food, where to eat, there's no follow through. Like there's no way that he can transition into his life because I thought you just asked about food. Why you want to get to know about me? Right. So the last time we were networking, I gotta share with you but then maybe that's it all you know. But when I share with you, you ask more about direction and then maybe ask it person for 4 years, you feel weird to ask for direction. But maybe you would say, oh, that I will go to school and then they go back home for work. And then side hustle from the business. But now like, I'm meeting my friend up at library for example. And do you know where the library? Right? So like usually people who go to school, it's weird for them to get the contact to networking at the school. Yeah, like, it's weird for them to ask direction, but it's not weird. Like you can say like, oh, you always like you go to school and go back home for work. Yeah, like you never really explore much. But like, I'm meeting my friend up in the library, for example. I'm meeting my friend up in the lesson with the student union. And I didn't know where to start up in the student union. I don't know. But usually it's down basement, right? Or they didn't know like, where the voting area is student union. Yeah. Yeah, like actually voting. Yeah. And some mistake. Yeah. Okay. And then another thing is, he was struggling explaining about what business.
Yeah.
And then that guy asked a lot of questions that he doesn't even know about affiliate marketing. So I usually, okay, like if you remember before earlier, like how did I do? Very simple. I drive the traffic from offline to online because these big company that have the need to cut down location employee because they see potential by shopping. I drive the traffic from offline to online through social media, just as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. The bigger network you can create, the more get back. Simple. Drive the traffic for a big company through social media, bigger network, the more get back in return. Now I don't expect you to understand everything since you haven't learned the business yet. But what do you have? Put to that. Oh, okay. Then we share must be next.
Wait, but that's like people, when I share with people that like, oh, I have a startup or you know, like I use social media or I like, have a e-commerce platform. I was like, oh, what is your company or like what is it called or what do you do? Yeah, or like what page do you have? Like do you have Instagram, Facebook, like you know.
I have my website, but what do you ask? Or I want to look into more into your business. Okay, let's sit down. We talk more. Okay. First thing, I want to know your website. Like, why you need to know my website? I'm not trying to hide anything, but I just want to know why. Or because I want to study more. Okay, then let me ask you this question. Like, yeah, like I try, like, yeah, I want to be nice and polite. I don't want to be mean or do anything. But let me ask you this question. Like, do you know what's the happening? So you use the comparison formula because they ask you about business. So now you're gonna ask them something that's similar to your business. Do you know Apple? Yeah, you do. Do you know what do they sell? Part of the service. Do you know how do they sell it? Online, offline. Now, if Tim Cook give you the complete model, do you think you can be able to learn it? Obviously, they say no. Then I would say they will make you think that if I give you the website, you can be able to know.
It's like what if they're like they're always like, oh, I'm just curious. Like I just want to know. I just want to check in.
If they curious, then hey, my mentor looking for serious people, babe, you curious? Yeah, like nice to meet you. Yeah, like no hard feeling or anything. But my business is a private company, and I don't want to hide you anything. But but if you want to look more into the product, usually we have product expo for you to come and try out product.
Nice.
Oh, like, I'm curious. Like, I just want to know your company. Okay, like if you're curious, like what do you want to know? Or just curious, then you don't have to know. Like it's simple. Okay, like if somebody come and want to date you. Okay, like you're looking for to date somebody, and then somebody come or like so curious about you. Like would you stay or you walk away?
What's away?
Walk away because you know your values. But you're looking for a long term relationship. Like you don't want to like somebody just curious. Like okay, unless you're looking for one night stand, that's another story. But like if they're curious, like hey, like if, hey, like as much as like your personality, but I don't think my mates are looking for is somebody who's actually curious. Then yeah, but like you seem like you look where you are. Like why you looking for opportunity? Oh, like, is there something you don't like your pet? That's why you're looking for opportunity. Oh no, I'm so curious. Oh, man, I'm so curious. Okay, it's okay. Like, don't worry. Like you can be curious about like reading things out there. To curious, like why you have to curious about the business. That's the thing you're looking for. Well, it's okay. Okay, fine. Don't worry. No hard feeling. You walk away from that. Yeah, because if they're curious, there are a million things out there you can curious. Why my business? So usually the key question is, hey, you seem like you're doing fine right now. You're good where you are. Why are you looking for opportunity? Or I'm not looking for opportunity. Then why do you ask me a lot? All right, if they're not looking for opportunity, and I have the opportunity, why do you ask me a lot about my opportunity? You say you're curious? Hey, see, you're not serious things, but why do I have to answer you?
But sometimes, if I share with like some people like between VC lists and acquaintances, kind of, and it's just enough. It's just enough that like that they know me. So they're like, oh, really? What's the website? Like, you got a link, something like that. I was thinking for something like that, like maybe I can create like trace as a blog. Um, there's something like that for people who are like really insistent. Maybe they can like go on there just because they're curious, but then I can ask them like, but why are you asking the question?
Okay, you have the reason why I asked them, why are you asking is to see whether they're curious or they're serious. And like, if they say I'm curious, okay, you want to get more information? I'm like, yeah, I do. Oh, okay, let's grab a cup of coffee. We talk more about that.
Guys, for the business, you don't say like that. For the business, you're not gonna share a lot of the what. From my experience, you have to inspire them by your mental story, by the who. It's still help you. It's easy for you to answer. Yeah, but if you put yourself in the what, which is the hard situation, and you don't know how to explain yet, and you make it hard for yourself, and people not gonna just continue with the opportunity because whatever the what that you share, but who that they don't know. To say, because if they just curious about the what, let's go there. E-commerce franchise, they can see the definition in the Google. Say, hey, business, please do not talk too much about the what.
You see something that like, hey, I'm still new, I'm still learning. I know this is legit, but I don't know how to explain. But I have somebody who actually my coach. I'm learning from. He can be able to explain much more better than me. But if you want to get more information, like maybe we book a time, we can grab a cup of coffee. And the best, the first impression is the last impression, right? So maybe buy a cup of coffee.
Can I try to answer that? Because I learned from Stella, because a lot of people on LinkedIn, they ask like, what is your website? So yesterday I got a contact with a girl, she asked her website too, and then I told her that, yeah, sure, I can give you the website, but here's the thing, I'm not guaranteed for you that you can get all the answer on the website, because you can know more a little bit about our information, but it's not gonna share who am I to you.
and then what is my value understanding for? Yeah. So, and then from that, I just talk more about trust base, and then go through certain process, and then if that were just again, if she asks again, and just walk away. Yeah. So it's like I think the reason why people ask that is the lack of trust. Trust in certain thing is curious. Yeah.
Yeah, like in my phone call earlier, what did I say? I say about okay, I believe that none of the business can be built without a trust and friendship. And do you think you would trust me if I run a $1 billion business? Like, do you think that you would trust whatever I say if I run a multi-million-dollar business? No. But do you think you would trust whatever I say if you trust me? Yeah. Then, like, do you think trust comes first or business comes first? Trust comes first. Okay. And then, like, I'll share, okay, like, do you think, and then you can be nice. But most of the people, they're low critical thinking, they don't get the hint. So sometimes you have to be direct. And just because you be direct with them doesn't mean you are rude or mean to them. But it's just like, hey man, that's why I like your personality, but I have to throw it straight out there. That um, like to be honest, like I used to share a lot of information about my business, but turn out at the end of the day, it's just wasting my time because we didn't have the connection or the trust. We didn't believe in the same thing. So like, I just want to say time, that like if you see anyone can be able to explain their business or website in person easily or quickly, you should run away from that because those are scams. Right? Like you use common saying, hey, I'm just concerned for you because you easily get scammed, man. Yeah, because if you ask somebody about the business right on spot, let's just like that, or the website. Okay, we had a website that Nicola he created. So you can say that, but usually like the people he just want to know your website is just the regular, skeptical kind of guy. Now like I want you to think, if that guy get in the business, every single material that you give out, you have to explain why they should listen. Like, do you think is it a good partner, good IBO in your team? Okay, every time you ask them to do something, read the book. What the okay? Does the book help them or help you? Help them. But why do you have to convince or persuade somebody to read the book just for their benefit? So, like, do you think it's a long-term partnership? No. They're gonna exhaust you a lot. So a lot of times, like again, don't try to make the rock to hatch into chicken. Try to find the egg. Try to find the egg.
Hey, when after you share the watch list on LinkedIn, and then we ask, so do you think you can make some money with the business or like how it
Wait, this is the networking only. It's not from LinkedIn, okay? Yeah, I don't know why that relation from the LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn is another story.
So I guess related, like some people ask me, "Oh, have you started making money yet?"
Yeah.
Or like, "Oh, how much you made?" But like something along those lines.
And they ask, okay, how much are you looking for? I ask, okay, the best way to handle any question is ask the question back. Oh, like, how much money do you make? Depend. Okay, depend on how big is your dream. Okay, like how much money are you looking for? Like 60K. Okay, we have a couple of people make 60K. Okay, like 6-figure income. Yeah, we have a lot of people make 6-figure income. And then, oh, is it a scam? Okay, what do you mean by scam? Oh, like what's your business? Why do you ask? Like I don't know like e-commerce business. Reason why you try to generalize everything for them is because, for example, like in coding, right? If somebody asks you, what do you do in comp sci? If the expert, they would explain, oh, I do like your stuff, like I see C plus, and then I do okay. Like, do you understand all that? No. Okay, but basically I coding. Yeah. Basically, I work with software and computer engineering. They work with hardware. Yeah. But if you go in detail, they have no idea. Okay, like for example, when I do breakdancing, people, oh, like, what's the breakdancing? So basically, like you do the freestyle, break the rule, right? Like there's no rule freestyle. But then, like, what is it exactly? So I actually do power move, like, okay, flare, air flare, power swipe, and then I do like this kind of, like, they get no idea what I'm talking about, right? So, like, that's when people they ask you, what is this exactly? Hey, like, I just want to share briefly, since you don't have any business experience, and I respect that because I came from the same background as well. But just share briefly, I don't expect you to understand everything.
5 levels of conversation.
Uh,
That's 5 levels of conversation.
Yeah. Like you just share. So basically, I drive the traffic from offline to online store because I partner with big company like Apple, AT&T, Best Buy, Office Depot. So I drive them through social media such as Facebook, Twitter, to create a network. The bigger network that I can create, the more that I get back in return. Just briefly, I don't expect you to understand. And if they ask more, oh, okay, like is this rich? How can I make money? Okay, hey, hold up. Like, did you ask for your degree? Wait, like, what you okay? Like, what do you study right now? Engineering. Can you ask for the engineering degree in your first year in school? No. Okay, why? It takes me some time to learn. Exactly in business. Like, have you learned business before? No. Like, do you think it's gonna take you some time to learn? Yeah. Then, like, do you think if I explain everything right now, which I don't have time, I just want to check out school from a cousin and see you are nice. That's why I'm staying back to talk to you a little bit. I don't plan to share about my business, but like, do you think it's gonna take time to explain everything? And do you think it's gonna take some time for you to learn something that you've never done before? Yeah, okay. So common sense, and then what? The common sense. Right? Something we call it common sense. You answer the question, and then the best way to handle the question, you ask them back. Like sometimes people they don't know what they're talking about, like they're arrogant. And then like usually that I share to the people arrogant. I say, like back then I was just like you until that I made that thing to work. Like he said something that really shoot me, reality check for me. He said that arrogant people they don't listen to anybody. Smart people, they know who to listen. But wise people, they know when not to listen to themselves. And then I leave it there. But it's nice talking to you, man. Like, where's the library again?
Mentally flush.
Yeah. And then you walk away. You have to have a willingness to walk away from people. Because if you don't, if you're afraid to walk away, the candidate gonna get on your head, and then like sit on your head.
Yeah.
Who wrote that?
I was there.
Yeah.
You guys should happy when someone asks you a tough question, guys. Because it's only that time that you're gonna go home and then really seeking for HPS, right? If you don't ask back any HPS, then you can never know how to answer. You see, the way that we're gonna answer is we're not gonna just directly answer the question, but we're gonna challenge them back. That is a skill that no one in here, curious to learn yet. So sometimes the best way to answer is ask them back. But sometimes we still have the low self-image, or we think that we don't know much about the business yet, our business yet. So yeah, it just make it hard for you guys to challenge someone. Say, but the more you do, the more you try. Yeah, the more you do, the more you confident and you know what you're talking about. Then you're gonna willing to challenge them back. People like when they ask you back, man, how can you suck them up if you don't ask the question back? The more you answer, the more they ask. Because you let them ask you, right? So throughout all of the HPS like this, we're gonna teach you how to answer the best way. If I were you, I'm gonna write it down. I study that answer. Even study the way that apply hope challenge them. Say, I was robotic before too. I just whenever my apply say, I just write it down, and then tomorrow I go out, I apply the same, exactly the same, and I was proud of myself. Yeah. So just you do, the more you gonna see that you put yourself in a hard situation, and yeah, just learn from it. Take it seriously, guy, because like not much apply gonna willing to sit down with each of you one on one, and then HPS all the time. Say, back then my situation is different because only me and the team want to learn networking. But in this team right now, I know most of everyone want to learn. But if you don't take it seriously, you don't learn and you left behind. Say when they have a team of 5 because of networking, you have a team of 0. But you study the same knowledge, you in the same LOS, studying the same coach, studying the same like whatever looks say, same day, same time. But it's just when you make the decision to do it, yeah. I challenge you go home and write down all the top questions that they might ask you.
Actually, when I meet those who actually ask me a lot of questions, I love them. That those people that have brain, like those people that have brain, and those people that are sharp. Yeah, like you don't want to talk to people who actually like listen to everything to you because they can easily get influenced. But if you meet the people who actually ask you a lot of questions, that's the way I'm like, man, this guy had critical thinking. When you just come and say talk to them, they understand it. Right? So when they get in the business, you give them the why, you show them the how and what they do massive. Very easy. So look for those who actually good question, ask a lot of questions, which is good. You learn how to handle them. Because if you try to avoid that, eventually you have to face that at NG1 and you will pay for them. But if you can clear all those at networking phone call NG1, the later step is going to be very easy. So ask a lot of questions, and then like you encourage them to be skeptical. Because do you see any scammer that asks the scamming to be more skeptical? No. Okay, like you see a scammer that asks the victim to be more skeptical? No. The only people who genuinely want to help them, you should be more skeptical, man. If you naive like that, you could have been scammed. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, hey, I like your skeptical. Like I like your skepticism. I was skeptical as well, but I wasn't stupid. I was open-minded. So you indirectly like tell them that like you are stupid. But then this is what I learned. I was looking for the clarification. I had a lot of questions, but I was looking for clarification. And I was patient. I know everybody busy. And if you are doing the right thing right now, you would be a millionaire by now. The reason why there's a second people and a non-successful people is how they use the time. Because everybody has 4 hours. And the reason why some they are millionaire, and we are not, is because how we use our time. So indirectly, you say the way you use your time, priority is tough. That's why you must accept it. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Do we do any like role play with yellow light?
Not yet.
If you want,
Huh?
if you want, yeah. Why you don't be a candidate and the people gonna be happy? Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
But let
Stella be skeptical.
oh man, I walk away.
Skeptical but looking.
Oh, can I be happy?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's start.
Skeptical but looking. Man.
Like my lang talk.
When I was looking.
Oh yeah, let's do a malang sang. Sang malang. Okay, this time maybe Stella is walking, huh? What situation? Walking.
Hey, why are you walking like that?
Okay, three, 2. Okay.
We're at the mall?
Okay, let's do at school.
School so small, easy. Okay.
Yeah, let's just make it like simple for the icebreaker. Like you're just next to me in class, something like that.
No, that's so easy.
For the icebreaker.
No, that's so easy.
Okay.
Walking. Just walking.
So you got in the union student.
Oh, the student union.
Okay, that's Stella walking to library.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, see
No.
how we go.
Okay. No.
Okay, you have to learn the 5 second rule. Like,
5 second rule.
so if you pass, you wait more than 5 seconds, you can they already gone.
Yo, dude, I really want to know that. Where'd you get that from?
It says H&M.
Oh, really? H&M? Did I look around here?
It's in Valley Fair.
Where's that?
The mall.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really from here. Are you from like the area?
Yeah.
I'm really from like from where?
It's just like near here, 50 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, is that like in Sunnyvale? That's like close to where I'm from too.
You just type in Google Maps, you can see it.
Dang. Oh, dang. Okay, to be honest, I don't know where to. I wouldn't even know where to.
Okay, first it's weird for you to ask a girl like where they live.
Oh, really? Okay, that's great. But I didn't. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Yeah, like where you from?
Oh yeah.
Okay, like some people they.
She's a dog.
Yeah, like some people they may think that okay, nationality, or some people they may think where do you live? All right. Okay, and then, but again, like if you ask people where they from, they may misunderstand it. If you ask what's your nationality? When is that your meaning when we ask that?
No, I want to know the people from around the area because you said Valley Fair.
Yeah. And then let's just say, like 15 minutes away from you. And then it's less than well. So it's like you try to know where she lives. So it's like you try to hit on her.
Oh.
You just need to ask that, hey, so where's that mall? And then after that you ask me, oh, so you go there very often, right?
Why you put in your bed?
I mean, they kind of yes or no, it's fine.
You can say something, I'm looking to buy from the girlfriend.
Put it in your bed.
So like to come off, it's not like you try to hit on her.
I didn't realize that.
Do it again.
Okay, again. You do one action.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing. Like, oh, dude, where'd you get your tournament? It's super cool. Where'd you get it from?
Oh, this is Valley Fair.
Oh, really? Is that like the area?
Oh, yeah, just
Or like, where's it from? Like, what store? I don't know. It's like a mall. Is that it?
It's H&M.
Oh, yeah. I know there's a lot of people getting close to me, and I'm actually like, I'm asking because I'm trying to look for my girlfriend too, something like that. Yeah, like, do you go there often too?
Yeah, sometimes weekend.
Oh, dang, okay. I mean, like for me, I don't really like go to malls very often. I'm just like looking for maybe some places around the area to shop for my girlfriend too, and then for myself, like because just a little more like business casual clothes. I'm actually going to a business meeting very soon.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, man. Yeah, I can't connect with people who are Milan.
Next to you. You're going. You're not skeptical yet. Yeah. You're not skeptical yet.
We thought talk to her like so much more talking than over.
Oh, really? Nice. Good for you.
Okay.
So, like we have this street mall and great mall as well. And H&M, they have some places for business.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. Yeah, because I want to transition into asking your major.
Just ask.
Oh, I'm curious about it. What major are you?
Oh. Child development.
Child development. Oh, actually, I don't know. HSU. Oh, they said that you. I don't know if HSU had that. Well, why do you want to do child development?
Just because my mom, she was a teacher, and then I got her to do it there.
Oh, because you saw that and you liked it. man, you know, like honestly, that's kind of like me too. I mean, I'm doing computer science, but my mom's also in IT, so that's just kind of why I like it. But I like coding. Like what kind of jobs are you talking about? Is that like babysitting or something? Like,
What do you mean?
like what kind of jobs do you do with that degree? That's all.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things. Studying more to get a better degree, and I chain, and you can just study how to teach people as well, and you can teach math or English in this one as well. Yeah.
Oh, dang. Actually, you know, my aunt's a teacher, a matter of fact. But she's actually like, she doesn't make a lot of money right now. I know like a lot of teachers are really struggling. Like, you know, like we're in the Bay Area, like 100K is considered low income here. Like, do you have like a plan for like making a lot of money as a teacher or something on the side?
For now, not yet. I'm still like, okay.
Like, I was honestly like you a lot. I mean, even though I'm doing computer science, most entry level jobs are like 80K. Like, have you ever heard of that? Like, and everyone talks about six figures and this and that, but most entry level jobs are like 80K, like 60K. I don't know in this area. I don't even know how I can sustain myself. You know, like a lot of people they say, you know, if we're saving, they say don't put all your money, all your eggs in one basket. But then, like for college, we only have one egg. That's what one we put in the basket. That's our education. But like, have you ever thought about like a backup plan or something, like a plan B?
That sounds interesting, but I have never thought about that. Yeah. What do you mean by that?
I mean, I'm curious because actually, like for me, my mom recently got laid off from Google, and I think that kind of like rung a little like signal to me because you know what, like I was very interested in CS, but I saw that after she got laid off, like our family's really been struggling actually financially, and like that's also going to be me too in the field. And I think like you know, so many teachers too that struggle. I know because I've seen my aunt go through something like that, and so that's why like actually one of my friends, and he connected me to one of his mentors, because at the time like I was looking for something. I knew that because I'm in this field, and then I was trying to have something like a backup plan. You know, like you know, like a spare tire isn't like a car, right? You know why it's there?
Why?
Just in case, right? Have you ever thought about what happens if you're gonna lose your job or if school shut down, everything goes online, and then maybe your child development degree doesn't become as valuable?
I think I still can teaching online.
I mean, like, I know a lot of schools do that too nowadays. Like, a lot of classes are online, like for me too.
Yeah.
But like, what about yes?
Okay,
What would you?
who want to volunteer to continue from here?
Me. I want to continue from there.
Come on, I never go to
What the heck?
Skip.
I like to learn. I like to learn how to continue from here.
Okay, like anybody want to continue? Okay, now.
Online and the school is gonna like off a lot of teacher because like they just out of school and they need to want to pay to do that.
I mean, yeah, I know a lot of people, but I also I think I still can get part time and another job in different school because I have a degree, or I'm gonna just go do that.
Oh, but what degree you gonna get?
Got development. Can I say it?
No, it's like master or something.
I mean, yeah, it's good. If I want to learn more, then I could just continue.
Yeah,
to
so
learn.
how you expect how you expect they pay you now?
Oh, if you study a master and then you teaching math or English is make a good income.
Yeah, but how much you know?
It's gonna be around like 70 or 80.
70 or anything?
Yes.
But I know that I have a friend, she studied like master degree on the math, but they just paid her like $50.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. That's a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad for your friend.
Yeah.
And thank you for giving up over friend, but maybe in the future it's gonna be that situation. So you don't think about the backup plan for you for yourself.
Right.
Like because you still have your family in your future. Not only your family, your husband, your child, your children, or your parent, like your mother, your dad. too.
Yeah. I hope it's not happen to me.
I hope that not happen to you too.
Yeah.
I would bring up current events. Like I would bring up there's a growing influx of immigrants from the Philippines to America. So that means a lot of teachers are being fired for cheaper, more affordable teachers. And same thing for people from Taiwan and from Africa. And so you as a person who is from America, you are more skilled, but you're also more expensive. So you're less likely to be hired compared to these immigrants. Unless you're willing to work for a lot cheaper.
Can
I guess that's it.
stop moving? Oh man, so annoying.
Relax, bro. This guy's in the way. I'm sorry. But that's what I would bring up. And then I would ask you like, what distinguishes you amongst these immigrants? What makes you different? Because these guys they have a bachelor's. You're working for a bachelor's too, right? But they're willing to work for $15. They're okay with that, even $10 at times. What do you bring to the table that makes you special?
You know what? You should go networking.
I do. Sad. Okay, but that's what I would share. There's a lot of facts you can bring up to these people.
Yeah.
A lot of times though, these people are just like, oh no, I'll just work hard. I'll just work hard and
Then-
harder.
Okay, good.
Okay, let's say what if I agree with all the ugly fact already, what next?
How come you're not looking for opportunity already? I would have run.
Yeah.
The one thing that is able you getting touch, you never thought about it.
No.
So it means that because you share like that, now you think about it.
And then that's okay, cool. Then what next?
But someone, what did I say?
Do you want to bring it back?
I was just like you. I never thought about that until I make my
Try it again.
until I make my mentor.
Can I just try again?
Three of you can try to convince me.
Yeah.
But the more you do it, the more it's very
Yeah.
Have easy to put that on top.
Damn.
The reason why for the ugly fat is not to put down the job. But throw it out there, hey, like I don't want to make you feel stuck or anything. But that's why I want you to know the reason why I'm sharing that is because you should have a backup plan.
Okay, let's say that. Oh, I never thought about that.
Okay, go.
Continue.
And so, we talked like, I never thought about that. But yeah, honestly, like I was just like you. I really didn't think about it too. Until I actually met my mentor. I met through a good friend of mine. He connected me to my mentor. And you know what? That guy, I saw his lifestyle. He was retired at 22. And so he actually didn't have to deal with problems like this, you know? He didn't have to deal with the economy. He didn't have to deal with like finding a degree, then going to online jobs. And honestly, I was like, really curious of like, what did he do? And so that's when I asked him like 3 questions. Like, you know, what do you do? How do you do it? And can I do it? And then basically, like, long story short, I basically developed, I have my own startup now, and that's just really like my plan B. I know that I share with you, like, maybe you should start looking for something like a plan B, you know, like a backup plan. Do you think that's something you can look for, or you're looking for?
Yeah, let's see, because why not, right? I mean, I just didn't know any continuing.
I mean, like, I was just like you, to be honest, too. Yeah, and then I've actually been to a lot of like local networking events around the area. Let's go on workshops, but then, and like that's where I actually learned a lot of things, just about career, about the industry, about some backup plans, and really about like securing my financial future. Like, have you ever gone into some networking event or something like that?
Networking event? Nah, I have never went through that. But what is that?
It's like basically you meet a lot of people, and they're usually the keynote speaker. They share a lot about their life, their values, and their success story. And it really motivated me to start to find a reason for why I'm doing school and how I want to live my life. So again, if you're curious about it, why don't you check out a couple of events? I know you said you guys are all very often. There's some that are actually very close by because I was there and just around the area. Why don't you just come by and watch it? I know one of my friends, she goes to these events.
See. I didn't say that I'm curious. I didn't say, yeah, I didn't say that I'm curious, but you say that I'm curious. That can make up a story though. Not say, you know. Yeah, and if you want to use the workshop script, then I cannot be skeptical because that's just the normal opportunity that is fine. You know, it's nothing skeptical about workshop. It's just a place for everyone to study together. But if you want me to be more skeptical, then you should mention more about the business side. Okay, here's the thing. One thing that you guys very like is freestyle a little bit more before you jump into OnlyFans. If I say that I studied travel development, right? I'm gonna say that. Oh, why you choose travel development? Do you like it? Yeah. You know, like having fun as well because the whole conversation was very serious. You know, like you just try to coaching down like really you become a nature and then you try to
Okay.
Okay, same scenario and everything. Let's take her down.
Okay, so you walk into the library. Oh, how do you know? Why the library?
Oh, the library is it just goes straight into it. Just go straight in and then you see that cold building, you turn right. The library is gonna be right over there. That tone, yeah. It is.
Oh yeah, this is my first time here.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm here check out school for my cousins.
Oh.
Yeah, he's still debating whether he should go to community college or go here. What's your advice?
It's a good school. I mean, back then I studied in, like college and then transferred here.
Okay, like how is it?
It's nice, like the school is big and then picture and everything is cool. I mean, it's just my first year, so nothing much yet.
Right. So technically, this is your third year, right? Like you did community college and then transfer here.
Yeah, I need to stay in year 3.
Nice. Like one more year you done?
Hope so.
Yeah, that's scary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we heard like a lot of people they say 4 years in college, but reality sometimes take 5 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. And then like how do you like school? Like is there a lot of club association?
To be honest, I don't join any clubs. I just, like go straight to class and then go.
Really? Huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Not really. Personal things, and then I just focus on. Yeah, I'm just still trying to figure out a club that I want to join. Yeah.
I would say that's well. Right? Like, it was like people trying to class and then go to home and sometimes go to work as well. Right?
Yeah.
And then we didn't want to go to park the car. Like the best parking place.
Oh, you can buy the parking permit, like every year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's cheaper than you pay every month.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I
How much is
right there. The same 100K.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's see, now
No. Usually I do just think about the parking permit without going to $400.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
600. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, and then we
like like just every where that have the student park. Usually I just park near my class, so it's good.
Right. Yeah, like easy to me.
Yeah.
Go straight in your class, but try to stay sometimes you're sleeping point.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then is it manageable? Like after college, if you transfer to the university, is this so much different?
I mean, if you,
Or it's harder?
of course, it's more to do,
compared to college.
Like
Yeah.
education class.
Yeah, but I'm still fine. It's okay.
Is it manageable for you to go to school full time and work part time?
I don't know. I'm just full-time student right now, so I don't know.
Oh really? Okay. The woman you don't want to work.
Oh, because just a lot of things, to do in school, and then
It's time busy.
yeah, I have a lot of project to finish with, class.
Yeah, like, that's a good name because back then, well, like I see a lot of my friends they had to go to school and work at the same time. But it they actually a blessing if your parents support you, which is good. It's a
Yeah.
blessing. Yeah, like my cousin will want to start the business. Like, how's it the business provided?
I don't know because I'm studying different major.
What are they? Like what do you study?
I'm studying charity development.
Nice. And then like you kids?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, which children?
Yeah.
Okay, like what do you want to study partly?
I could just, my mom recommended me because she was a teacher before. Yeah, and then I tried it out and so far it's a good. Yeah,
Okay, you love it so far?
I'm going to that.
Nice. And third year, like you filed any trip yet? Or any
Yeah, so I have my uncle. He is like the professional right now, and then he has some job for me to offer for me.
that's good.
Yeah, just to practice, and I can just follow him to like take up more in that.
Trust me, it's not about what you know, it's all about who you know.
Right.
Yeah, like some of my friends who actually study, like want to become teacher as well.
Mhm.
Like they're very hardworking, they study very hard.
Mhm.
But then when they graduate, when they get in the last round, the interview,
Mhm.
but somebody who actually took that offer from them because they know somebody in the school.
Yeah.
So like sometimes like, it's not about what you know, it's all about who you know.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that like you have like your uncle who actually paid pad for you beforehand, which is a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
And we do not have much as a entry level or final level.
If you can, just the bachelor degree is usually around, like 50 60K per year. And if you want to, getting more pay and just, upgrade
Master
your
degree,
education,
right?
yeah.
And then like, okay, like 50K is good, but like it's not enough in the Bay Area, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, like, what's your plan? Like, do you plan to work more, or like find another job, or work two jobs, or like try to find some other location to pay more?
I don't know yet, but I mean, I still see my uncle live very okay.
Okay, that's good.
So,
Like in the Bay Area?
yeah, live in the area.
Okay.
And he studied to master degree, so I think my plan is after this, I even can transfer to study more.
Right,
Yeah.
for master, which is 2 more years. I mean, it's gonna cost a lot of more tuition. Right? Yeah, because it's one of my first major as well. Like, I love to work with children. Like I want to help the community, right? To especially the child development major. Like we usually work with a lot of kids who get autism, and yeah, like we try to pay back and help the community, But then that's where we first major. But then I changed to aerospace engineering.
How can you change?
Reason why is because it doesn't make a lot of money and it's just good enough. And then last time that I saw the credible sources, article online, they say that typical income in the Bay Area is considered as a low income. As much as I want to help other people, but the first thing that I learned is I have to help myself first. And then in order for me to help myself, and after I help myself, that's when I had a peace of mind. That's when I had good health. That's when I can be able to help other people. And then some of my friends who actually become a teacher, along the way, they hate it. It's not because they hate the major, it's because they didn't get paid. So now they put their passion. And it kind of sad in some way. And then that's why you see on social media, some of the teacher, professor, they spank the kids and then they get into the chair or all kind of drama like that. But, yeah, but like you seem very nice, but I don't think they're gonna be good. But like kind of funny though. Then I changed to that. As fun I love, but I graduated from the company Pomona as an aerospace engineer major, but I haven't got company.
Oh, cool. That's so amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, like this was the first reaction that I say when I met my mentor as well. And then like, I thought like, wow, like company business, like I never thought about business before.
Yeah.
But trust me, like my mom she always told me that like, how do you know what is your favorite food when you only try three things?
Yep.
And then the cool thing about Asian background or like the kids nowadays, by the time they turn 18, everybody asks them, what do you want to do?
Everyone has that.
But we haven't tried anything. Like, how can we know? Like, yeah, like sometimes my major, like, I want to be a teacher, and then I change to aerospace engineering. But who knows? That's something that I love to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, do you see yourself to be a teacher for the rest of your life?
I don't really think much yet, but I mean, of course, if I have any chance, and I would love to improve my finance in the future.
Yeah, like I would kind of just like you, like kind of just focus on one thing. But then I learned that like, it's funny that everybody told us to have saving when we come out there, like when you go in life. But nobody told us to have backup plan when it comes to career major.
Mm.
And okay, and like it's funny, you know the car, right? Like
Yeah,
like it has spare tire.
yeah.
And they will make us think that we don't need spare income.
Mm-hmm.
And usually that we only focus on one source of income, but without knowing that. Oh, I trust the school, I trust the principal, but I don't trust the community.
Right.
But I don't trust the economy. I don't trust the recession. So that's why we're looking. And then I went to school seminar at the UCLI. That's where that I made my mentor. And I was amazed by his story of how he saw his like he was a keynote speaker in front of like 400 people. And then I was mesmerized by his story of how he saw his business when he was 20. By the time he turned 22, he actually created enough passive income. Like passive income.
Not really.
So active income is when you become a teacher, you show up, you make money.
Right.
If you don't show up, you don't make money.
Right.
So passive income is where whether you show up or not, you still make money. So at the age of 22, actually he can be able to generate enough passive income while in school, and he can retire.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one of my first reaction when I hear that. And then by the time he turned 24, he actually retired small. And I was like, that's good for him. But like, can you have it too?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
it's easy to say, but it's hard to do it.
Right. And then sometimes you don't know where or how to start, So I kind of way up the seminar. I came up to him, asked him a lot of questions. What's his business, all kind of stuff. So that actually run on e-commerce, like e-commerce.
Not really.
Like mini Amazon.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, similar like that. So I asked him one question, and then asked, like, it took a lot of gut. I'm not sure where the gut I got it from. Like, hey, can you be my mentor? Right, and then like he asked, oh, how do I know you're serious? I'm serious. And then like, I'll show you through my action. So like, long story short, I worked really hard after 3 months to get to know him in the industry, and then after that, I earned his respect. He took me into his wing, told me to open my own business. Thank you, his mentorship. Gladly, that in next 1 year, I can be able to walk away from my full-time job with the passive income. And then my dream is to be able to help more children, not just be there teaching them, but to be able to support them financially. They can be able to do charity and pay back with more people. Because I know that as a teacher, I couldn't. But the best that I can do is to be there, help them, but I couldn't support them do the charity. But for me, I just want to do more than that.
Oh wait, you said you couldn't potential to retire this year? How much did you make?
How much did I make?
Yeah.
How much what do you have?
Because I'm curious, because earlier you say that Bay Area, like 100K is maybe low income. But then I think that if you can make passive income next year, you can retire yourself, then it's much, like a lot.
It depends on each person dream, each person need. Yeah, like some people actually can be able to live frugally, right? They can lay off as a single maybe 40K. Like some people they want to save the house, then maybe 100K is not enough. And the reason why I say 100K is not enough in the Bay Area is because they have mortgage. Right? They have paid mortgage. But for young people like us, like we couldn't even pay their house yet. So I think the 60K is good enough. But for me, like I want to be able to retire, but also keep my job. So that I can save more money to buy a house in the future. But at this time, like I had the option that I need to work on. So it doesn't mean like I had to go to work to make money, but I had the option to retire. So at that time, I love teaching, but I come there to love to teach other people, not because of money.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of teacher that I see, they love their passion, but they don't like the obligation and the responsibility. So which is they love teaching, but they don't like to show up Monday to Friday. Right, like, they don't want to stay for office hours. Right, they don't want to grade the score, the lecture at night, the exam at night time.
Yeah.
Right, like at night time after teaching, like where do you want to go? You want to go travel?
Yeah.
Or like do what you like. Like, have you ever thought about that?
I mean, yeah, I mean, actually saw my uncle, he actually do it every day, you know, I mean, I never thought about, I wasn't thinking more anything, because I thought that's normal, but I mean, whatever you just share is something cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I work kind of like you, and then one day my mentor told me that we don't know what we really want, we don't know what we have. And my baby is small, it's just 2 bedroom house, a 40K car, very small. I never thought I can be able to retire. But after I talk to more successful people, see more things that they talk about, and then somehow it actually marinate to me. But yeah, it seems like you are like a nice person. Like I'm not sure if you seriously like looking for any side hustle or a backup plan, but like so you're helping me out with the school and everything that I look on board. Like I just want to pay you back. Right? I'm not sure if my mentor is looking for any young talent people, but if you're looking, you can keep my phone number, and I'll let you know if you can phone.
At this point, I'm not gonna share this. Yes, it's too rushed. I'm gonna ask them, you know, just few minutes more. Like, hey, how about you? Have you ever thought about the lifestyle like that compared to the 9 to 5 job as a teacher? And then I wait for them to answer, and I say, yeah, of course, I want to have a better life too. And then I'm gonna say, you know what? I was like you before too, when I'm looking for a better life, but I don't know how. That's why I asked my mentor, and he say, you know, at that moment he's still looking for some mentee, you know, and that's why I was what hard to qualify for this some process. Yeah. Have you ever met someone like that? Have you ever thought, you know, about great social income like that? I'm gonna say yes. Okay. I'm gonna say yes. And they're gonna say something.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I promise you anything. I cannot guarantee you anything. I'm not sure if you're looking for the young talent. But I'll let you know if he needs me from him, and then maybe we can go from there.
Cool.
Okay, but show me a text picture name.
Sure. Right.
Oh, wow.
Then like the part that I think is the qualification part.
Yeah, it's a big brush. Yeah.
That was like 6 minutes.
That's pretty.
Not really bad, because you should talk more than that with people that we get. You should show them that I'm knowledgeable than you.
That is more.
Yeah. But the difference between look and you guys earlier, your subject is me, like you. But look, it's like, oh, I was like before, I thought like that before. So he used his own experience. So I don't feel down, you know. But you guys, like, if you think about that, you're just gonna be like that, you know, like just push down people instead of like sharing, you know. Yes, but be careful the way that you share to them as well. For me, I always use a third party. If someone that you know, if you just feel like, oh, I don't want to answer directly, I'm gonna just say, I have the same question like you before, and this is how my mental answer. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, let's something like that.
It's like it's trying to get like the main thing is I.
Yeah, you try to relate to that, right?
Yeah.
So you just
think that you everything based on that my experience before too. Yeah.
And when I share my story of field with the community, they said, wow, okay. I said, that was my same reactions. And then I said, and then he said that he retired his mom at the age of 24. And then so interesting, skeptical. And they're like, yeah, like, I was like, what did you do?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Is it possible? Like that. So you watch their face, their reaction, that's why.
Luke, why do you share about it's like if you want to something like that example, you share that because it's like they like that person never really thought about this before, so that's why you're like, oh, it's like if you share an example about like for example ice cream, it's like look at your ice cream, and it's like was that the first time you tried? And then you're like, no, right? We have to try it until you know it. You're like something similar. Yeah, they're so like all looking on like they're like, oh yeah, that's
the point for that saying is that you should try more things. Like how do you know that's your only one? And then I back it up with statement that the thing about young people now, they get asked the question, what do you want to do at the age of 18? But how do you know which one you love when you never try anything? So yeah, and this is like all like listen to uncle and everything. So like a lot of red flag, which is listen to uncle. But I collect the information, I use it for later at the age one. Right? Let's see actually on since all like how her uncle stay up late night to grade the exam or like all kind of stuff, assignments and stuff. And then I'll collect that and I'll probably age one. Yeah, you don't want to do active session.
You do association for them, but not too long. like for my mental. Yeah, but one thing I see from them look that they try to jump into business too fast.
Yeah.
You don't really spend time to like share some protection for them. You don't add balance for them that how they listen to you when you share your business. That's so focused on the goal. Yeah. That's why people say that the goal to go out is not to get a contact. You know, at least you learn to make friends first.
Yeah, I think I'll do it quick. So like,
yeah, you should know how to make friends and how to get a contact, man. Yeah.
They're gonna be really skeptical at MD1. So that's why you waste more time.
Yeah. They're gonna ask you a lot about the what question because that's what you share to them. Yeah. They ask what you share. Yeah. That's not trust. Yeah, they ask what you try to convey the message. Yeah. Anyway, wow, that's good. Yeah.
We do every other Friday instead of like days. That's good.
No, we have to like every Saturday and Sunday because I don't do often.
Okay, if you don't have anything, just go
Yeah,
on.
it is having.
I mean, you can go out more. Just practice your conversation more, guys. You have skill, you have English compared to them, okay? You have skill, you have English. You look nice.
That's right.
Just you lazy.
Lazy. Okay. The one the one of the tip I want to share with you guys. When you go networking, right? You walk with somebody. If somebody walk too fast, right? What would you do?
You break their knees.
Stop.
Oh, okay.
Do you walk slow? Do you walk with them or you walk slower?
Okay, let's try that one. Stella. Okay, we need an example. Okay, like can somebody like like pretend like you walk with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, I won't do it.
Okay, in school. Okay, let's say that we walk from here to the TV.
Doing some stuff.
Yeah, like I'm working. No, we need to know the K.I.A.
Disqualified.
I like hold it. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's see here. When we both walk into the library, you show me the way. Okay, so you are the one who play first, huh? Okay, so you plug in here. Okay. So, so the trick in here is like, why you walking with somebody you talking, right?
Yeah.
But then, like when you slowly you walking, okay, like you walk me, and then see like his body instant, he actually stop,
Oh, so they
and then it's slow, and then like, right, and then yeah, like the key in here is like you are the one who control. Right, like okay, like when you talk with some, and then you slowly you walk in, but then what if you stop, and then the guy like, you just stop with you, right? Like without me asking him to stop. See?
Oh.
See? So a lot of people when they go see like he still walk back with me. Right? Like, without me asking him. See, like as a body instinct, they usually mirror you. So if you walk, like they will walk. If you stop, so like they will stop. So like that's how you can control. That a lot of like I see a lot of people they try to catch up the kid.
That's all like when they went to they were giving an answer, so like, hey, you know where the order because I walked for chocolate taste. Right? So she walked me to the student union and she walked very fast and said that I don't say anything, I just walk by the normal thing. Right? And she saw me like walk very slow and she just get back, and she just walked slow with me to it.
Yeah. Like people, okay, like that's it, one of the trick. Okay, like thank you for it. Okay, now take it. Okay, like that's it. Then you can be able to control the pace of the people that you're talking to. Right?
You stop them, you interrupt them from walking.
Yeah, like if you keep walking, they walk with you. But if you stop, they're gonna stop. It's true when you actually like in conversation with somebody and they, oh, look, you fall behind, and then yeah, right. So in normal instant. So that's it. One tip. Another tip is like how can you know if somebody really serious wants to give you a number, or they just try to give you a number before you to leave. So the trick in here is you would say, okay, look, what's your phone number? So I send you my name, and then they say, oh, okay, look, what's your number?
408 630 749.
Can you spell that?
Yeah. 408 630
630
7429.
Okay, that's a 480 603 7429.
Yeah.
Okay, I intentionally read it wrong, but he didn't correct it.
Oh.
So it means that he doesn't want to give me his phone number.
Oh.
Okay, like how do you know if somebody would really want to give you the right phone number? You read it wrong. You read it incorrectly to see if it corrected you. Okay, if the guy is really interested in the business opportunity, you ask, okay, what's your phone number? Oh, no, that's it, 408 630. Right?
Yeah.
So they correct it for you.
Wow, man, that's a good strategy.
Yeah.
How do you do like a trick?
But this only applicable for the people who actually need. But when you master networking, like you don't need it.
What they use Instagram and they put Instagram all the Instagram.
Even a phone number.
Instagram, okay, like you add Instagram, okay, like you can add my Instagram already.
And another thing, like if you see someone they sit down, don't mind to sit next to them. I see a lot of people you kind of shy, like you too polite, You're gonna just stay near them and then ask location, stuff like that, and then you got stuck after that, But then just keep going and ask, and then be natural. Just sit next to them if there's a space. Or you can ask them, hey, do you mind if I sit here? I'm waiting for my friend too, and just sit next to them. So when two people sit next to each other, you feel more comfortable and have more time to talk, to make conversation.
So what if that whole road, there's like so many people and that one person?
Then you sit next to them and you can sit like a couple of chairs like next to them. Yeah, it's like when I go and check you and I just want to, because I'm most very tired and my body. So just sit down next to her. And after that, I just start repeating to her. And after you know, in the language, I'm like, when I sit next day, you okay, you can take it with you. Yeah. No, that's wrong. Because you think here. For me, it's sit back around. I can't. They still give them the face. God, it's okay because you think it's okay. That's fine. Okay, that's why people never sit. She always say, yeah, I saw it down. I asked them. That's okay, so then they don't have to sit and you go like, how many that okay.
Okay, so one thing I noticed though is like for you, it's like regardless of who it is, like you try to make the conversation convenient. Like, like you know, you kind of be comfortable, like like if they're standing, you stand. If they're walking, you go with them or stop them a little bit, and then if they're sitting, you sit. I guess like for me, what I've noticed is most of the time, if it's not convenient to talk to them, like if they're in a hurry or if they're just like they have their eyes to the ground or something, like I don't really try to approach them.
No, just do it because okay, if someone they look down, they must have something to do. And if you just say sorry, can I just interrupt you a little bit? And now even someone they wear a headphone, it's like, hey, hello.
Yeah, so,
Then they can't take it out.
you know, sometimes like they make show me this or one trick too when like people usually wear a headphone and then suddenly you also have a headphone on yourself, right? And then we talk to them, like suddenly they just want to put it back, right? And then you suddenly just take it out, you know, like trying to do like the opposite way, like you know, do showing it. Oh, it's like you're trying to talk to them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't try to don't afraid. Don't be shy to interrupt people. You know, sometimes they're just doing nothing. They're watching a great movie. You know, I remember when I worked in student union and I saw the girl sit there, she watching anime. And somebody looks so serious. Look what she watching the pattern. You ask what's that? Friend, you know, it's like must be something they're interested in, so they want to talk to you more. Yeah, you talk to them about that.
I don't know with football.
It's like something that they walk too fast. It's okay to interrupt them. If they have something to go, they're gonna tell you. Yes. Yes.
And the reason why you sit down is because they don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're tired of sitting.
Great thing you started.
Yeah, the last time I got a contact in the restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can get contact everywhere.
Yeah. They're like,
okay.
Hey, it's hot today.
To be fair, if the guy's okay, to be fair, like when you're peeing next to a guy, you stop, like you never just talk to a guy when you're peeing next to him. Yeah, you say, oh, I'm like, what's good, bro? How's your day, man?
Hey, it's windy out there. Huh?
Man, it's so cold, man.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my free time.
Oh, it's cool. Really?
Oh, only for Yala, we need to listen to her carefully. Easy because most of the contact that she got, like everybody want her to be sugar.
Oh my god!
What? Wait, can we rewind? For you?
Yeah. When you're in the middle of the convo and that person acts weird, like why you see it, you see it. Yeah. I don't think
They're skeptical, like they're afraid to talk to you, or they're
no, okay, so if you want to share something, they just give it to share first and after that you have something like back to them. Okay,
Just ask them that. Why did you look at that? Damn! Oh, stop! Okay, no. It's, yeah, are you tired today? Are you tired? Because I meet a lot of patients in my workplace and they look so serious. I can ask them, hey, are you tired today? And they just say, no, I didn't think about it. I didn't thinking. Yeah, but you might just ask them.
Good opportunity for exit.
Yeah, they send like you and they send like this and they go out and then we don't want to go. Yeah, they want to hear you. You know, and look around. That means they don't go. So go away. Just okay. Say thank you and go. Yeah, they stand like this. I don't worry about what reaction on the take. Yeah, I don't know.
It's from my. It's from my.
If you guys still want to continue talk for your association, then go ahead. But we done for tonight. And Saturday I'm gonna have the meeting for UV, the process class for UV tomorrow at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. guys.
And question. Most of you guys work on Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday. Both.
Saturday.
Work on Saturday.
All the same with the.
No, I think what
Hey, what is your thing? I say what I did. That's one of my segments. Good.
Yeah.
Right. I have to do a quiz.
I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Are you asking? Why? In the part, you can just discuss. Like what do you think? Person, like yeah. Question.
Wait. Well, come on.
We have to go drive with maps.
Em trai quá.
So
Hay
how
em
can
đi
we
mặc tao à?
Me?
like if you want to look
He has to file right from there. I pull this application. Yes, I applied.
like I didn't know his name.
Why did I pull? They say like this. I forgot to say the word.
Cái gì cũng giỏi.
Hi guys.